hands off the table with no nails on.
It is the Group Chat Podcast, and I know it's a lot of Group Chat podcasts out there, but this is your favorite Group Chat podcast, the Group Chat Podcast with not one T, but three T's. I'm your girl, Tawana Tales, and sitting beside me is...
Who is Tila Monet?
And we gonna pass.
Tila Monet.
Are there other group chat podcasts?
There are a lot of group chat, but that
I haven't heard of them.
but that don't matter. This is
like
the Group Chat
right.
Podcast,
Right.
and
I'm
we...
Nicole Sierra.
Ashley.
Ashley.
Hey,
I'm your fave
Ashley. Your fave nurse on Instagram.
Nurse Jew.
Nurse Jew.
Coming
Nurse
2022.
Coming 2022. Jew about to be graduating soon. Can we give it up for Jew?
Yeah.
Cause she been working hard. She haven't been turning up with us lately, y'all. She been
It's
like
grind
staying in the
season.
house. It's literally been grind season for Jew. So
Yes,
we
it's
proud of
true.
you,
It's my
Nurse
last
Jew.
3
Yes,
weeks.
we are. Let's
So-
take a drink to
Jew
And
haven't been for the
Right.
streets
I'm-
lately.
I'm at
She
home.
at home. She ain't outside with us.
It's the books
Hello.
for me.
It's the books for her.
me.
Cheers. And it's paying off. Sometimes, listen, sometimes you can't be outside. Sometimes you got to stay in your books. And Jew has been saying, look, y'all do what y'all do, but I'm about to
I'll
be.
see y'all on the
I'll
other
see
side.
y'all
I
later.
don't know
I'll
what,
see
I don't
y'all
know
bitches
what
in
type
3
of
weeks.
nurse you're going to be, but these travel nurses been cleaning up. Like
Making
they've been
money,
making
money.
So,
Travel
yes.
nurses.
I'm gonna be on the road.
Yeah.
That'll be one.
I just want you
one
to
of my many one of my many jobs.
I just want you to hook me up with a sexy fine doctor. Like, can you do that? Preferably like a Dr. Miami or a doctor, you know.
Why
but-
wouldn't she hook herself up with a doctor?
I mean, she can, but he
she
got
wants one,
friends.
But my cousin looking for a doctor. So.
Period. And she gonna
But
hook me up.
I love the fact that you just been on your grind because you have been missing in action. And guess
Yeah.
what? The important thing is that you have people that love you and care about you, and ain't nobody questioned you or checked you about it because we
know.
we
We appreciate-
respect
and
it.
that's right.
And you
And
have
let's
to
just say
you
that.
have to be mindful of your circle and who's around
You
you
do.
because you don't have to worry about that pressure.
Because some people can be
Yeah.
like,
Yes.
oh,
And
she
I love
acting
y'all.
funny.
Like, what's
I
going
love
on?
y'all.
Where you
She
at?
tripping. She don't want to hang out with us
Yeah.
no more. But no, your circle's supposed to support you. So when you said, I'm not about to go get toxic with y'all. I'm not about to turn up with y'all. I'm not about to be in the streets with y'all. I'm not about to do hood
That's
rat
what we
shit
was
with my
doing.
friends with y'all. I'm about to be in my books. And we understood that she didn't want to do hood
And
rat
there's
shit
no
with us.
pressure about
But
it.
guess what? She only got 2 more
Ain't
weeks.
nothing wrong with that.
And she coming back to the streets with us. She gonna be
I'm
turned
not
up
in
with
the
us.
streets anymore.
Oh, you are the streets.
I'm out of the streets.
You are the
But,
streets,
yes,
boo.
This is the queen of
I'm
the
proud of
streets.
you.
You the queen of the
I'm
streets. But we proud of you. We are proud of you. That's one thing
We
about
are.
our
Queen of the
circle.
West.
I will say that we support each other. We encourage each other. We don't, if one person don't want to turn up and be in the streets, it's okay. We
You
understood.
make that seem like that's all we do is turn up and be
No,
in the
we
streets.
don't. We don't. No, that's not
we
it.
do other shit. We do a lot of
First
things.
of all, let's
I
just
actually
get it
don't
clear.
enjoy the
We are
streets.
all professional women who got great jobs,
Period.
but sometimes we like to do hood rat shit with our friends. Like
That's
we
okay.
work in corporate America. We got degrees. We are smart. We are intelligent. But on the weekend, we like to get a tad bit ratchet, and sometimes we like to do hood
And
rat
we
shit
need
with
to
our
talk.
friends.
We
And
like
that's
to
okay.
talk our shit.
Y'all
We
know I
talk
be on
that
my
talk.
couch. All
Pop
you
your
know about
shit.
No,
Period.
but
Pop your
sometimes
shit.
you just need those seasons where you got to stay out the way, stack,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
and you need people that's going to
Focus.
motivate you and encourage you and not
Focus.
distract
And
you.
be
Get your
supportive
mind
about it.
together.
Yeah,
Because
of course.
you don't need no group of friends, family, whoever it is, a man or a woman or a wife or a husband, a cousin, friend,
pressure
I don't
on
care, a
you.
They
child.
distract you.
Telling you like,
Yeah.
what's up? What's up with you?
Yeah.
Why you acting all funny now?
Because
What's up?
distractions
Come
in
back.
the streets are always going to be
It's
there.
bad, But
So,
I'm
cheers
so
to that.
grateful for the group
I
we
miss
have.
y'all though.
Yeah.
I miss y'all too.
We haven't
been
recorded a group chat podcast in a while.
When is the last time? It's been a minute. No, I think the
minute.
last time we recorded, Ashley
ATL.
We were in
and
Atlanta.
y'all were in Atlanta.
No,
We were all in
No, we
Atlanta.
recorded after that. Tawana
Oh, I
wasn't
wasn't
here. We
here.
was on the east
No,
side.
that was in
remember?
Atlanta. We did that before Atlanta, though.
Yeah.
Atlanta was last.
Oh,
Atlanta
was
was
okay,
the
all right.
last
So
time.
it's good to be back.
It's good to be back.
Yes.
And we've been talking a lot of
And
stuff in
child,
our
we got a
group
lot to
chat.
talk
We got a
about.
lot to
Yes,
catch
we
up
do.
on.
to talk about.
Exactly.
So who
I got
wanna-
some things to get off my chest. Okay.
Listen, I'll always say this. If our group chat, and it's so crazy because the way this show came about is literally our group chat. We actually have a group chat. And I always say if some of the shit in our group chat was to leak,
From pictures,
baby,
conversations.
Oh,
I feel like we share
Shade.
too much.
It'd
We
be
sent
so much.
everything
We'll have,
from...
something on our head.
So like
Okay.
sometimes I will screenshot like a portion of our text, like of our group chat, and I will block out our names, but I'll post it's like my close friends. And whenever I do whatever like portion of the conversation I post, my DMs go crazy. Like people are like,
They
"What?
do.
Y'all wild?" Or "I want to hang with y'all," or just like
Like,
crazy,
what's going on?
I
right?
get
Like they
that all
always
the
want more.
time.
So it's like this is us leaking our group chat, leaking,
And
some
we
of the group
literally
chat.
leaking some of the group
One
chat.
day I
Some
posted
of
a
it.
picture and I was on live picture mode with the iPhone, unfortunately. And Ju showed up at my house the next day. I was like, "Oh, you know your stuff was on live. We know who you're with." I'm like, "No, you don't." She was like, "Oh, let me show you." And yes, we do. I'm like, "No,
a
you
whole
don't."
live
She
video.
was like, "I'll show you. Let me push play and hold it down."
you like,
This
all
is
your
live.
business
I'm
out
like, "Oh
there.
my
Like, you just
God."
didn't care that night.
She
She
didn't
did.
tell
She
you
was
live.
in rare
She
form.
didn't
She
care.
come trying to send
You
a
went
sexy
live?
No,
It was like
so
a
you
live
must have
video.
missed it. It was a, you know how sometimes when you take your pictures
It's like a
and you
live
take the
video.
picture in live, it's a
Oh,
live
really?
video.
Oh,
But
she
I didn't
tried
know
to.
that I was
So we
live,
and I
yeah.
do that on.
and
Do
then-
anybody else do that?
I do
that
it
was
on
the
set
live
was in the
picture will
background
get
and she
you.
didn't even
I
know.
thought I was so
She
low
just-
key.
Because it's like a video
mhm.
essentially. Yeah, you that
I'm
that
like
can
a
get
small
you.
video.
They gonna be asking me who I'm
That
with.
you
I'm
would be,
not
Child.
gonna
you
tell.
was being nosy.
So I'm no longer.
You gotta
No,
be
I
nosy
seen,
to like
I seen the whole
click
video
live and
too.
pay
No, I
attention.
So
seen the
that's
whole
what I
video
said.
too.
I'm like, who actually
But
pushed
people
down the
do
picture?
that.
I actually
We're
see that. I got
toxic.
attitude.
People do
Like,
that.
why you
Because
Yeah.
if it show up live, it's a little circle in the corner that lets you know it's a live video. So we gonna
Exactly.
push on
iPhone low
it.
key, like the iPhone features are set up to trap you.
Yes,
like
they are.
The
They
message
are, they are.
receipts, like the unsend
Yeah.
the new feature. I think you can unsend. Has that happened yet?
No.
Like unsend messages.
Whoever thought of that is amazing because I thought
But-
of that a few years ago and I don't know how to do it because I'm not good with technology. But if somebody thought of that, that's a beautiful thing.
Okay, so I'm no longer the most toxic of the group.
Oh, Lord.
Thank you.
Oh, Lord.
A
Who is?
pumpkin.
No, it's not.
pumpkin.
No, it's not.
I gave up.
Ashley was the toxic
I
queen.
was. I've been chilling a whole
Toxic
lot.
queen.
But
you're
So wait a minute. Why do you
Yes.
say?
Toxicity has like gone.
It's not me.
Yes,
down.
it's not me
I will say
anymore.
this year.
Yes,
I think
baby
you have
took the
taken
cake.
title
Oh,
of
yes,
toxic.
Baby
yes.
took the
And let me
cake.
tell y'all, y'all don't
we
even
can
know
pass it
everything
on
is
to her.
toxic. Hold on.
Baby
The
has
thing that
taken
makes
the
you the
cake.
most toxic. And
Calm down, girl.
this is the group
Grass
chat. This is the safe
Y'all
space.
don't even know everything. This
I-
is a safe place.
Calm down, honey.
I think the thing
What's
that
wrong,
makes
honey?
you
What
the
you need? What
most
you need?
toxic is that you're a Libra, like myself, and we are sneaky.
Y'all don't even
We are
know.
sneaky.
Very
So,
sneaky.
and-
Very
and-
sneaky.
We're people though.
But
We
no,
good
no,
people
we're
though.
good people, and I'm
Yeah,
telling
very
on myself
good
right
people.
now. But I won't. I'm not gonna claim. I don't lie. I'm not a liar. But if I were to lie, you would believe me.
Oh, you absolutely are a liar.
I agree with
Wait a
that.
minute. Pause. Wait a minute.
Girl,
Pause.
you a fucking liar.
You are a liar. Nicole is a big liar.
fuck
Yes, you are. Nicole
out.
is a liar.
I don't feel like
Bitch
she's
is
a
the
liar. I
liar
feel like
of
she
the
don't
century.
express to the truth all the time, but she tell you what she
nothing-
wants, what she
at
wants
this
you
point
to
in my
know,
life,
and then she
I
don't
have
tell the
nothing
rest
to
of
lie
it.
about. Like I have nothing to lie about.
Yeah.
Like nothing.
I just washed my
But
hands.
I
I'm no
will
longer
say
the most
you
toxic.
have become the
I
most
used to
toxic
be.
one of us all.
Yeah, I used to be. It's not
and
me.
it's fine. Wear that title proudly.
Listen.
I owned my toxic last year.
Own
I owned
it, own
baby.
it, girlfriend.
Okay,
Own
so-
it.
I own it.
So,
I own it. I own it.
speaking of toxicity, I have a question. If you were with someone like an ex-boyfriend, you're dating a guy, for whatever reason it didn't work out, maybe he just wasn't the right one, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you go on, get yourself together, happy, skin glowing, hair growing, all
Ass
the
fatter.
Ass fatter,
all
way
the-
smaller.
all the things that happen
The
when you
snapback.
leave like the wrong man alone, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then that guy come back trying to spin the block. Are you like, okay, maybe I'm open to dating him again because maybe-
Absolutely.
I spent the block.
I-
Are you,
I've
or
been in the
are you like,
block.
no?
Ooh.
you
Okay, wait a
had
minute, because this is a good.
I've
Let
been
me
in the
pause.
block a couple times.
Pause. This is a
One
good.
thing
This
about
is
me,
that's a
block
good
to this
question.
day.
I'm going to spin
Let's
the
let
block.
everybody know. Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
Let
Let
me
me just say
get
this
my
real
thought.
quick.
I'm
Wait a
gonna
minute.
lie.
Before you give your thought, let me say this. So let's not cut everybody off. But let's let it, because that's a good ass question that you just asked. So let's go around.
asked it, I
and
know.
you asked a question. Well, okay. Now you've been a little
So have
cocky.
you?
Have
I'm
you
just saying.
spent the
Have you
block?
spent the block?
So me personally, I just feel as if once I give you access to me and you abuse that
And you
access,
fumble the bag.
you fumble the bag, then baby, your chances with me are over. You're done. I'm done with
I
you.
want to be more
And-
like
and
that.
I want to be like that.
So you
I
don't
want to
wanna
be
be
that
that
way.
I
I
want to be
know,
more like
like
that.
situations, it varies by situation. Right? What if they necessarily didn't do anything? What if it was just like right person, wrong time? Because there's
Yeah.
been times where like, okay, he a cool dude, but it just the timing didn't work
Yeah.
out. But if this is someone who I was truly giving all of me and they really fumbled me, they disrespected me, they didn't I talk with my hands, I can't help it.
I don't lie. I spent the block after.
I
he
spent the block
really
after
did
you.
it.
Because then it's like, what reason do they have to give you like the love that
Like,
you
what
deserve?
are they going to
Yeah.
change?
Like,
what
there's
is
no
gonna
standard.
change?
Like, there are no boundaries. Like, they have no reason to change because they can just come back and be the same old person and treat you the same old way, and you're just
That's a really good topic.
open to.
I
The
will
last
say
couple days, I
this.
felt
Like,
that
they
way
just
about
wanna
somebody.
keep
Like,
it
I'm
I'll
not
say
gonna
this.
like
Let me
walk
say
around
this.
with it.
And one thing about Nicole, I will say this, like, and I wish I had that quality about her. When she is done, like, it's so
cut it
she
off.
cut them
That's a
off.
Libra.
My black
That's
man.
a Libra.
But no, this is Libra, and she get a hard time
Oh, no.
cutting people
Right.
off.
Yeah, some
Not
people,
like-
yeah.
I will
Yeah,
say
do.
this one thing about
I do.
Nicole, because she always talks to me about that situation. Because me, I'm the opposite. I'm a
See,
spin the block.
I will
1,
cut you
2,
off,
3,
and I
4.
act
It's
like I
hard
don't
for
know you.
I will say this. It's hard for me to cut a person off who I actually genuinely love because I always see the good in that person, and I see what the potential is.
And I feel like you should
afar.
do
And
that,
I
Libra.
see the
Love
and I
them for
see the
business,
I
baby.
see the
Yeah.
good in that person, and I see what the potential that we have. So it's hard for me. So I done spent the block a
But
couple
see,
times.
Yeah, but
I have.
no,
I
like-
spend the block.
You can't
Not with
date off potential
everybody.
anymore. You can't date because what if they never reach that potential? You
Yeah.
have to meet.
But I
people
feel
where
like-
they
What
are.
did you call it
Like,
one day?
I
You were
spent
like
the
a
block.
project.
I spent the block.
Yeah, I don't
A
date
project, yeah.
I'm not
and
saying
I
I'm
didn't
looking-
understand it because I was like, no, because it's
I can't
like,
date a
you know.
project. Here's the
Right.
thing. We're
I
all
do
Okay, so
understand it though.
listen.
I know, I totally understand
We are
it.
all
It
a
is a
work in
project.
progress. We're all a work in progress.
But
We're
some
all
people are
growing.
a project.
However, I can't teach a grown man how to be a grown man.
Exactly.
Certain like
Yeah.
foundational, just basic things you
Like, you
have
should
to have,
already
baby.
have that.
Like certain things as a woman, I should have together before I come. Trying to be
Expecting
with
so
any
much,
man.
yeah.
But if you
So,
don't
yeah.
have let me ask you this: if you don't have all of those together, and it's a man that you genuinely want to be with, and you see yourself spending the rest of your life with, do you want him to be there with you and grow with you?
No.
And-
Well, here,
and-
let me say.
I don't want him
Let
to
me
grow
say
with
this.
me.
So I used to
I want
have.
him to
I used to.
grow.
I used to have this thing where
because he gonna be cheating and shit.
I felt
No.
like I had to.
If he's trying to grow with me,
Okay.
I already know he gonna be cheating and shit. That's
So,
period. No, I
okay.
don't want to grow with me. No,
I do want someone to grow with me, but I used to have this thing where I
No.
felt like I had to fix people, right? And I felt
I
like
seem like I always get the
I
people
felt
that
like
have to
I
fix
honestly
them.
felt like my worth was
guys.
attached to me being
Yes,
able to
Lord,
fix
please don't
them.
give me
Like
no
that's
more
what I
of
felt
that.
like.
Yeah, me
I
too.
felt like I found my place in relationships. Where I was
Yeah.
like,
Excuse
okay,
Yeah, it
I'm
seemed like I'm
valuable
always
here
doing more.
because I can fix this.
Yeah.
Right, but like that's not a good thing. My worth
not.
isn't attached to me being able to fix you. Like you should love me regardless. And so, and having that, it's like okay, no, that's the problem. I shouldn't want to fix. Are y'all okay over there? What is going on?
Cause goddamn. Okay, but listen.
Do you need a water break?
I wanted to see her. She over here.
We can give you a moment.
Are you
She going through the motions.
She took my cup and poured my
What
alcohol
they gotta
into
do
hers.
with you sweating?
Took my alcohol and my.
Maybe that's why.
I thought I was trying to help you
Should we
out because
stop
you
the
over here.
drinks?
I was
Yeah.
because you were sweating and I was concerned.
No, you were not.
I was
concerned
very
about me.
concerned.
Okay.
But go
Okay,
ahead.
no, so listen. Anyway,
Nurse, you might have your
Okay.
first client over here, your first patient.
Let
not
Tawana,
Tawana. I've been
let
drinking.
Tawana and Pumpkin figure out what they got going on. So,
Okay,
But I wasn't
y'all-
sweating. That was her.
Y'all spinning the block or what?
Listen,
I
I spent the
spent the
block
block
before.
maybe
I
once-
spent the
once
block before. Okay.
Spin the block
I spent
with
the
the
block
person.
before, but guess what? I regret it.
Do you?
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, because
Why?
I think like I've spent the block. I've left
I regret
times
mine,
where
too.
I've never went back to certain people, but it's like a one person
that
that
depends
it's
on the
always that
person.
one
Always that
person
one.
Yeah.
you spend the block with, and
Yeah.
that's the person I've spent the block with. But yes, I regret it because it's like it didn't go anywhere. It's not going anywhere. It's just
And
that.
we
It's
too
just
grown.
sex.
We too old.
You know what I'm
old.
saying? And I'm just
At this
over
day
that.
And
Yeah.
So
were
I'm
your
done.
expectations the same when you spent the block, or was it like when you
It
when
was
you, when you
different.
decided to say, okay, I'm going to let him back in my life? Were you like, you know what it is, like it is what it is? I know he's good for dick, or I know he's good for this, or were you like, okay, maybe he actually has it together this time?
Expectations were way different.
Okay, so
You
you
know,
knew
you
already,
thought-
like this man not shit. I know he ain't got nothing to offer me, but he maybe is. Some people,
I mean, not
I think
even
people
saying he
spend
didn't
the
have
block
nothing to
'cause it's
offer.
consistent,
It was just,
or they just know
I
that person. It's easy.
spent the block,
Bingo.
and to this day, I feel like I regret it. I feel like it was.
Why
just,
do you regret
Well,
it?
It
no,
was
it's a
an
le-
easy,
it's a
like you
lesson
said, it was
learned.
an easy opportunity. I jumped right in. You know, you can call this person on
Yeah,
the
you
hun bun and boom.
Do you
But,
regret it because it
yeah,
didn't
I-
work
I
out, or
don't-
do you regret it because you?
You
felt
I
gave
like-
regret it
someone access
because
you that
it's
didn't deserve
just
it.
I
He
gave
didn't deserve
him
it.
access again, and
Okay.
it was
Yeah.
just
It's
not
that
worth
thing.
it. It was
It's
like the same
same
shit.
thing.
So,
Yeah.
So
yeah, I regret it.
Let me say this. I definitely spin the block. Not with
Child.
everybody. We y'all all know.
We need to have a prayer circle for this one.
You
So,
want to stand in the middle of the
just
table?
recently,
it's
just
the holy
recently, and I
water.
get what
I
you're saying.
mean,
No. I
big
get what you're
Jesus.
saying. It's like you be familiar with the person, you see the good in that person, you had history with that person. So it's like, and it's so crazy because I just recently spent the block, and my block is lasted like
Just yesterday.
Months.
You moved
This
in on the
bitch
block, girl. You
lasted
the
a
block
year
girl.
on the block.
Listen,
She done lasted a year on the block. This bitch
It
posted
would be,
up.
it would be a year. That's so
She
crazy.
spent the
And
block
it was
on the way
Ashley's
here.
fault. It was her fault.
She posted up on the block.
just
I'm gonna spin the block. I'm gonna spin the block.
Are you having flashbacks?
So I done posted on the
No,
block.
but I will say this. Like, I'm the type of person, I like to see the good in everybody.
Okay.
And if
So when I'm with you,
I
spin the
love
block about
her.
four
Like, I love
times
her.
before
And I
say I'm
feel
done.
like
that's not cool.
I've been spinning the block for like 20
but I'm not
years,
spinning
and
the
I'm
block with
done.
everybody.
That's
I mean,
posted on the
everybody's
corner.
not with everybody.
I'm
No.
not spinning the block with
No.
everybody, but I will say that
You got that one person.
I do
one
got that one person who and I don't know why.
But
Like,
does it
I've been
make it
asking.
right 'cause
Here's
it's
the
one
thing.
person?
I've been asking myself lately, like, why do I constantly? And I'm gonna say spin the block because why do I constantly spin the block with this one
Because
person?
you're
Why do
comfortable.
I
I
give
feel
this
like
one
with me,
person
I'm
access
comfortable.
to me? Why do I like? Because it had been
Because
almost
it's what's
2
allowed.
years.
Because it's what's allowed. The person allow you to keep coming
the
back. He
comfort
allow
thing.
you allow yourself to keep going.
It's the comfort thing, but also as
So,
women,
it's comfort.
we're
It's an
getting- we're getting
allowable
older.
situation.
We are getting older. We want like stability, and I think that there's a fear. It's like, okay, well, am I gonna die old alone? Am I not gonna ever find a person? And so sometimes we look for, I think I was telling you this, temporary fulfillment when
Somebody
we
that's
don't,
just there.
right, when we fear like
Yeah.
the future, right? So it's like, okay, well, I know he's not the person, but he's a person. So instead of dealing with my actual feelings, it's like, okay, I'm just gonna suppress those feelings and just be with this person for tonight because
But
it feels good.
I think
like,
that's
in
the
this
problem
moment.
with us as women.
Yeah, for
Like
sure.
we
That's
too
It's definitely
busy.
a problem.
Like we got a lot going on, and
Exactly.
we want to try to
We
fulfill
want
those
love.
holes
We want
that
love.
we're
Those holes.
seeking.
Why focus on
And
the void?
you know what I'm
Focus on the
saying?
good stuff that you got going on.
Exactly.
Like you
Yeah.
are
Exactly.
traveling for work every week. You're like getting promotions. You have a wonderful friend group, an amazing support system.
Exactly.
You are leveling up mentally, physically, like all other areas. But we like to focus on, oh, but I don't have this. Oh, but I don't have that. Like we're our own biggest critic. And it's like, no, we can't do
Our
that. Let's
worst
focus
We are
on the
actually
other good
blessed.
stuff. Like
We are really
yes,
blessed.
like girl, you got it going on. All of us.
We are blessed.
Exactly.
Cheers
Versus
to
a
that.
man for
Versus like a
validation.
man.
Needing a nigga
Cheers
for
to
Yeah,
validation.
we are definitely blessed.
I don't have none in my cup.
It don't
we
even matter.
say
That's
all
what
that
we
to
need
say.
substance to
I
cheers
think
to
the
and be
verdict
grateful for
is
it.
spinning black is not a good thing, so we're not gonna.
It's
do
We
it.
not
be
a good
doing
but
it,
no.
though.
I
Okay, so
would
we
say
vow
it
to
feels
not
good.
spin the black
We're
anymore.
not
We're not
Temporarily
spinning
the
blacks
black
anymore.
feels
I'm not gonna agree on
spin
that.
black.
We vow to not.
I'm
We
not
vow
doing
to not
that.
spin the block anymore.
We need to say no more spinning the block.
I'm
No
not
more
agreeing
spinning
on
the block.
that.
No more spinning the block. No more
Spin
spinning the
the
block.
block
I will
was a
say though,
person.
so y'all.
All right, so
When
I ain't spinning the block no more.
When I actually
Look,
decided
nope,
to not spin the
not
block
happening.
anymore, I was like, okay.
Why? I'm not spinning the block anymore, so I don't know
Right.
why.
So
no
when
more
I'm-
spinning the blocks.
When I actually was serious about it, I was like, okay, I'm blocking this person, not letting this person do those
Nicole is like the
WYD
queen
late
of
night
blocking.
texts.
She's good at
Where you
blocking.
at? Text
Yeah, she's
like
real good.
I'm coming over. When I said okay, I'm done with all that. Blocked them all. I will say I start meeting guys that actually wanted like what I want. Like when I say
When you stop,
I'm at the point now where like I know I want marriage, I know I want kids, and I want a family, all that. And so once I decided to like stop toxically and like be like, okay, I want something real. Those people like not necessarily everybody I meet is someone that I want to marry.
yeah.
But I will say the quality of men that I meet have been different. Bitch, no. But I said the same. I've been
Are
going on
those
some really
tears,
cute
bitch?
dates lately. Like
She
really
has.
cute
Nicole's
dates.
been going on the best dates, and I'm
Look,
like, where the fuck she be
tomorrow,
meeting?
Best
I
dates
wanna
of the
go
group
and
goes to
stop.
Nicole.
I think we all should.
Best dates.
like we should date.
Period.
Like you
Definitely.
should date. You have to date. Like you
Yeah.
have to date.
You
You have to
definitely have to
date.
feel
It's so
someone
important.
out.
You have to date.
So what's this P Valley going on that people are talking about with the men
Oh no,
watching?
Before we get into that, before we
But
get
what's
into
the
that,
problem?
before we get into that,
what's about the condom?
no, not even before we get into
Well, I
that.
thought I was gonna talk about my dates, but y'all don't.
No,
want
No,
wait,
but okay, let me ask you this.
You have
Nobody want to hear
you and
about
the
Best days
have
goes
done
to
enough.
Nicole.
Do you think going
That's
out?
it.
Not
Something
about
said
dates.
something about
Well,
going out
I was
to
going.
dinner.
I was going to
Okay,
ask.
so
I was
listen.
gonna ask, like, what do
That
y'all
was
think
me.
is considered a
Okay,
date?
so
That's what I was
listen.
gonna ask.
Is a date considered? I mean, is dinner considered a date? Do y'all think so?
I think so.
I think so.
So my opinion
I actually
is
like dinner because you can get to know that person. You can have a conversation.
have
like,
to eat.
especially, and you have to eat.
Yeah.
I don't
But
think it's a date
you
if
think
there's
food
not
makes
food
it a date?
involved.
I do. I definitely think
I
dinner.
don't.
Like
Yeah,
one
don't
thing
meet
is
me at the
dinner.
bar.
I think
I
food,
disagree.
dinner is a
I
date.
don't think dinner is a date. First, I think
Why?
dinner is like a
So if someone makes
consultation.
reservations for you,
You know how? So
Reservations is
listen,
good,
like
did you say consultation?
yes.
Yes.
So dinner is like
Is he booking?
first. Listen.
Are you a dating service?
So a
girl
dinner
said
is not
consultation.
always considered a date. I think dinner is considered a consultation.
No.
Because
So that's
dinner,
like-
It depends.
you
You do that
initiate
before the date.
each other. You have to get to know each other before you
I
go
do
on a
think that you
date.
get
I
to
think
know
a
each
date
other.
is when a man
But I
is
think a
courting
date is
you.
getting to know
He's
you.
taking you out. He's
dinner is not
making
part of that.
plans.
Not if he's
If
not
you
picking
could be
you
going
up,
to dinner
man.
with a friend. It don't have to necessarily be a guy you're trying to love or
I
date.
don't understand that.
So no,
So, are
that's
you
like a
saying that-
consultation.
So
So
what is
if
a
it
date
don't
to
go
you?
further than that dinner, then that's
I'm
not a
sick of
date.
you. What is like?
Already, she just got started
I'm
talking.
following that. Aren't
No,
I
I
mean
definitely
dates are
think dinner
kind of
is
like
a
No, dinner is a
consultations.
consultation.
All dates can be consultations
No.
if that's the case.
Don't-
because
you
you're
can't
trying
call
to-
it a date.
You're trying to figure out if it's somebody
So,
on your
yeah,
life.
Because
that's
a
the
date can
case.
turn into sex that night. Like
I do.
not a
I
dinner.
do.
So
Like,
not a dinner.
So that's the issue. You're saying
Not a
that
dinner.
if it does, you're worth more than dinner.
I
huh?
think that what
So-
she's
Not a
saying
dinner.
is that
She's
men should
saying-
take. I
she's
think that
saying
she's saying that
everything-
men should take the initiative to actually
No.
forget say
That's
meet
not
me
what
on
she's
Fridays
saying.
and
Like,
with my
so if a
homeboys.
man
and
say,
say,
hey, let's
they
meet
say,
for
hey,
dinner,
this
are you going on a
Saturday-
date?
She is though.
saying-
I think
No.
she's saying like meet me. Hey babe, what you got going on
be
Saturday? I'm
ready,
free.
be ready.
Okay,
That's
meet me
not-
at 6:00. If you're available, I got
Dinner
reservations
plus
at such and such.
She's
Look good. I can pick you up. You can meet me
Dinner
there.
is not a date.
Anything that
And we're going
happens
here.
needs to be worth getting her vagina.
No,
That's what
here's
she
the thing.
just
I
said.
think that
so that
sex
that
the same
$120
night.
you spent on dinner not gonna
Sex
cut
the
it.
same
so
night.
you gotta take because if sex is on the table, as she said, because if
Sex
it
the
happens,
same night.
it needs to be.
Dinner
everybody
is
spend
not
a couple dollars.
considered
I do
a
think
date.
to make sure
Dinner
that
is a
you're.
let me just say
consultation into a
this.
date.
I
To
like
make
dates.
sure-
I definitely think dinner is a date. I think that I like dates where we can actually talk and get to know each other.
No.
Like going to the
I don't
movies,
care, I
it's
don't
like we
care.
sitting there in silence. So especially
Yeah,
in the
at first
beginning,
it can be
but
the
I
movie.
definitely think dinner is definitely a date. Like, cause you
No.
getting to know that
No.
person.
It
You're
depends on how
getting.
they set it up.
I
If
think-
they saying meet me at
But I
the
prefer.
bar,
like
but
I'm
here's the
just
thing.
like,
No,
no.
like
Like,
pause,
wait,
pause.
Did you have a date with a guy?
Hold on,
Did you
let me
have a
say
dinner
this. Let me
with a
say
guy
this.
that you met at
I
the
would
place?
prefer even with
Was
even
that
with
considered?
no. Let me
Well,
say
I'm not
this.
letting
Even
anyone
no,
pick me up from my
I'm not
home
letting
on the first
nobody
date.
pick me up
So
from my
that's
house
how
on
I
the
pick
first
you
date.
today.
date.
I got plans for
Because I don't
That's
want
dinner.
him.
It's a safety thing
I can pick
now.
you up, or
Like,
you
No,
can meet
I
me
don't
there.
want him picking me
No,
up.
I'm saying he should
Yeah.
offer that though. I could pick you up, or you can meet
Yeah,
me
but
there.
it's just crazy.
Let's say-
nowadays.
no,
He
I-
can offer that. I
No,
can
I
pick
don't
you
want
up,
A
or you
date
can
is
meet
a
me
man
there.
making
I'd rather
plans.
meet-
Like,
I'd rather
y'all need
for the
to get in
guy-
the
You can
book
do whatever
to
you want
know
within a
what
day, but he
used
should
to
offer
be
that.
done.
I can
A
pick
date
you
is
up,
a
or I
man
can meet
making
you, or you can
plans,
meet me
telling
there.
you to get ready.
It's up to
Let's
you.
go.
I think the date should be. I think
That's not-
obviously before you go on a date, y'all should have had some sort of conversation.
Yeah.
I think the man should take the lead in getting to
Yeah.
know you.
And if I
learning,
don't
like,
hear from you,
what
it's
you
over.
like,
On that
what you
dinner, which is
dislike,
a consultation.
And whatever it is they plan, it should be based on something you like. So if I tell a man while we're talking, oh, I like seafood, which I do, and then
Yeah.
he says, okay, well, here's a really good seafood restaurant.
Right.
Do you
Yeah.
want to
A
go with me
consultation
sometime?
where you
I think
find
him
out-
taking me to a seafood restaurant because I expressed to him that I like seafood.
I think that is
It's
that
a
would
date
be a date.
because
That would be a date.
now you're picking a restaurant based
just
on.
Now that is a
something
date.
I said
That's
I
the
like.
second part of it. That's
But
a
I do
so a
believe that
dinner
most
would be a
guys nowadays
consultation
like,
where you
meet me
find
at the
out.
bar with
I
my
have to be
homeboy
fed. So if you don't feed
and
me,
have a
then
couple
no,
of
then you're
drinks.
gonna
That's
to
not a
feed
date.
You
That's
gotta
not a
feed me.
date.
That's I just need to.
Yeah, I just think it's about getting to know the person. Like Like I said, I like my
just 'cause
first
you
date.
go out- So you mean to tell me
I
if
don't have
every
a-
guy be like calling you like, hey, let's go to dinner, you gonna consider all those dates?
It
Well,
depends
it
on how I view
depends
the
on
guy.
how
Yes
you
or
view
no?
the
I'm
guy.
just
I
saying.
view the guy.
It depends on how
If
you
I
view
view
the
the
Do
person,
it
but
depend on where you're
necessarily
going. Do it
dinner
depend on
is
where you're
not
going.
always
I feel
considered
like
a
that's
date.
the part too where you're going.
Yeah, do it depend on where you're going.
I think so.
I think think Jew is putting a money value on it.
No.
For me, it doesn't depend. It doesn't. I don't care how much
No,
money you
it's
spend.
just
I've
like I
had,
said, it doesn't matter.
I've had
it's just
first dates.
everything.
I've had
Every
interesting
because
first
it was a
Nicole
situation
has
where
good first dates.
okay,
I've
so a
had
guy.
a mall first date that was honestly the guy that I went to the mall with on the first day. I didn't like him at all, and I
What
felt bad for
happened to
spending
him?
It's not a that's not a date.
He was just kind of corny.
That was just
Yeah, he
you
was.
getting to know
He
that
was.
person.
It was
like
it was
if
a
you
date.
like a
He
person and
asked-
y'all
he
initiate,
asked
hey,
me to go
let's
to
do
the
this
mall.
again.
The
That's
mall
gonna
was
be your
his
date.
idea. The mall
The
was his
first day
idea.
is that dinner or
Honestly, you know what's weird?
consultation
Thinking about
to
it,
see if I'm
the
gonna like
men-
you to come out with you.
Okay,
the
can
next day.
we? So we
Can I
on
just
this
say one
date.
thing?
Can
Can I
we
just say
talk?
one thing?
Go ahead. Sir.
thinking about it, just think about like the first dates. The first dates, the men have spent and I'm not saying don't spend money on first dates. Spend what you have, spend within your means. But
what
thinking
you
about
got.
my dating, all the dates I've had that have been like the most expensive dates have been the worst. Like I've had the worst outcomes with them. Like
I totally
like the
agree.
worst outcomes. Like
Because
I had a first date for fight night. He flew me out to the fight. We had court like floor ringside seats. Terrible date. I could not wait to get away from that man.
Like, oh my
I was
God.
texting.
Because he was probably so
It was
focused
the
on
worst
you
day
doing
of my life.
Worst day
It
ever.
was the worst day
Yeah,
ever.
it
And he
didn't mean
spent
nothing.
That's
that day,
because
that first
those
day, that
people
was
be.
thousands.
It's just
I didn't ask
depends.
for that. That was said.
He didn't put no thought into
Worst
it.
day ever.
and it's
He
so
was
crazy
throwing
because I
money
was
at it.
recommend.
He
I was
money
getting
at
ready
the
to
date.
say that
The dates
ask
that-
that question
yeah,
about
Yeah.
The
y'all
most
best
days-
first
the
dates.
most expensive dates
And
have
I
been the
agree
worst
because
dates.
it was this guy. One of my best dates ever was the worst day ever at the same time. It's so crazy that I say that, but it was this guy. He took me to dinner. He ordered car service. He ordered a room at one of the casinos. And when I tell you, it could have been the most romantic day ever. Like even at the restaurant, the restaurant had like a private seating area where you can order these private rooms. He ordered like one of the private rooms, had a bottle of champagne. It was just so romantic, but I did not want it with him. Then afterwards, we went out
Why
to the
not,
club.
though?
I don't, cause I just wasn't feeling him like that.
That
But
was-
when I
that doesn't
tell
make
you,
it a bad
no,
date. I
when I
think that
tell
you
you,
were
it
in
was
love
the,
with someone else
no,
and you
it
just
was
didn't wanna
no,
be
no,
with
no,
him.
no, no, no. This was way back. Like this was a date
But
that
you didn't
I
want it
wasn't
with him.
I didn't want it with him, but it was like I said, it could have been a great date, but he was trying to
just
push.
wasn't
He
the
wasn't the
person.
one. Then at the end, he ordered a room, and it was like I didn't want to go to the room with him, but I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm tired. We've been drinking, and you know, he tried. Of course, he tried to have sex or whatever, and the room was nice. It had like a jacuzzi in it, but it was just like. And I honestly say that was like one of
that. It's like, no.
it was a really
With
good.
a
It would have been
jacuzzi
a
in
really
it.
good date.
Just
Had-
wasn't the one.
It just wasn't the one. So I think it just depends on the person who you like.
It
You said
does
like because a person
sometimes.
flying you out to the fight, that seemed
If
like
you
that
not
would have
that
been a
nigga,
nice
it don't
right. And that's what I'm saying. That
matter.
would have
If
been a
you not
nice.
that
That
nigga-
seemed like that would have been a nice time.
He
Y'all go
probably
to
also
fight,
didn't have the
but it
conversation. He
wasn't.
probably didn't have
He
the
didn't.
substance. He probably didn't have none
He
of
was
that.
one of those
And the
guys
money
who
didn't
was
mean
very
anything.
much so into himself.
Yeah.
He like wanted to take pictures, flashy for social media, and that's if you know me, you know that's
Yeah.
not my thing. Like I'm not flashy. I don't like superficial. Like I like enjoying myself and have a good time, but it just wasn't it. And, I was
And
like,
sometimes guys try too hard. Like just like
And I'm
you
not the
want
one
a
you have
woman
to
to
do that
like
with.
the authentic you. You don't want a woman to like what you have. Because even the guy, like I said, who did all
Everything-
of that,
a lot of-
he
well,
was
not a lot of
leading. I'm gonna
what
say
men
this.
do
Like,
do
hold
for
on.
women, though.
He was leading that date with his pocketbook, and I want you. I want to
But
get to
don't-
know
don't
you
front,
because
though.
that's
Don't
not
front
that.
like
No,
y'all
not even front.
looking for a man to lead the date.
No,
or
I-
lead the
But
with
I
the
wanna get
pocketbook
to-
because that is what women are looking for.
Money is
No,
important.
money is
For a man
important, but
to
it's
actually-
not. It's not the
Not
only
all
thing
women,
that
though.
it's not the only thing that a
Not
woman
that
is
you
looking
can't
for.
buy That's all
But it's
you
like
want.
you
But
don't
you
have
gotta
to have
stop.
that.
Like,
Yeah.
no, don't act like it's not important.
money's
Because
important.
It's important.
But don't act like you're gonna get me just because of that.
It's
Yeah.
important, but
difference.
I'm not like
I'm not a
you know what I'm
prostitute.
saying.
Yeah,
I don't
not a
like
prostitute.
an
Yeah, not a
arrogant ass
prostitute, yeah.
motherfucker with
And
money.
What you
Also-
can provide, I can also provide
Buy
for
for
myself.
myself.
Yeah.
Understand
Exactly.
that. So it's
But
a
also
way
on
to
the first,
do it.
on the
Yeah.
first
Yeah.
date, on the first, me personally, on the first date, I don't care to know like about your pockets.
Yeah.
And,
on a
and a
first
lot of
date,
guys try to tell you that. for some
Unless
reason.
you're like planning on paying my bills or taking care of me,
Yeah.
like
I don't care
I
about
want
your
to get
pockets.
to know
That's
you
your
as a
own
money.
person. Like
Mhm.
I think that comes later once I see that like you're someone that I may want to
Yeah.
have a relationship
I agree.
with. Then yeah, I want to know about how you spend your money, how you manage your finances, all that
Yeah,
stuff. On the
And
first
that's
date,
important.
don't
That-
tell me that you getting
Oh,
all this
I'm
money
doing this and
Because
this.
it's not
Like,
mine.
Yeah, I do
nobody
not-
cares.
it's
It's
I do
right.
not
It's
care to
right.
hear
It has
about
nothing
it.
to do with me. Like
It's you
I'm still
attention
paying bills,
seeking.
gas still high, groceries
Not
still
the
high,
attention
everything
seeking.
high,
It's you.
and your
Right.
money ain't got nothing to do with my money right now. Like,
So
let's just have
let me
fun.
ask y'all this. I'm gonna change the subject a little bit. Let me ask you this. We all grown. We all done went out on good first dates, bad first dates. We done all probably had a one night stand. at
No,
some
heck
point in
yeah.
our life. I'm sure we listen.
Girl,
I would say
like
that
you have not.
Okay, well, everyone might not have, but everyone has had a sexual relationship. So let me ask you this: when you're dating in the beginning and it gets to the sexual point, who is the first person to say like, okay, let's go grab a condom? Is it the guy or is it the female?
Female.
I honestly, purposely wait to see
It's the
if the man is going to initiate it, and if he doesn't, that kind of turns me off because it's like you're not gonna pull out a condom and
Ready.
But a lot of
especially it's like
men
depending on how long
don't.
we've known each other. Like if this is a new situation and we are about to have sex and you're not pulling out a condom, that scares me. That makes me think, oh, you just out here.
With anybody.
That's what you do
raw.
with everybody.
And then the
No.
guy's favorite line is, "Oh, out of you look clean,
special,
Or
Looks are very fucking
I'm
deceiving.
good,
I
baby.
usually had a man tell me I look clean. Or do you typically date women that look dirty? I mean, it just turns me off, and it's like, okay, yeah, nah, I ain't doing this.
So who
if
is
they
the first
don't
person?
initiate it,
The
that's
women.
who is
I feel like
the
I
female.
I feel like it's
Who
the
do you
woman.
think is the first person
The
to say?
female.
I feel like it's me.
It's definitely
every
the
But
time.
if
definitely
I don't
me.
want to, I don't want to have sex with you.
It's
because it
definitely
makes
So
me
have
think
you-
because
have
I'm
let
like,
me ask you
where your
this.
condom at?
If that's the case,
Every
have you ever
time.
had to stop, like,
Oh, yeah,
initiate it, and did
absolutely.
you say, like, I don't even want to do it no more?
Yeah. And
Yeah, I
very
done
well
not
do
had
that.
sex before because I'm
Absolutely.
like, oh, you don't have a condom? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this
I
is
care
it.
about my
This is
sex
where it
No,
stops.
no, I'm saying
It's
this,
too
like,
much
This
going
is
on.
where
the
it
fact
stops.
that
I
he
encourage
did,
everyone
you
to
said,
have
no,
safe sex.
here's the thing, you said that
Maybe.
if they don't pull it out and you have to initiate it,
Yeah. It makes me lose interest.
it makes you lose interest, but do
does.
you continue to still have sex with that
No,
guy?
no. I mean,
So you cut it off right there in the
not-
moment?
I've been caught up in the moment, sure. But more
haven't?
times than not, no. If I see that you don't even care
You're not even
about a
prepared.
condom,
Let me ask y'all this.
Why would you
So
do
the
that?
guys that y'all say y'all run the block with.
Spin the block.
Spin the block. Sorry,
Spin
run
the
the block
block.
sound like a train. I'm sorry.
Yes,
But,
no,
yeah,
ma'am.
bust up.
No, ma'am.
Bitch, please.
Not at the group chat podcast.
The group chat
Not that
podcast.
This is going crazy.
Not the train.
Not run the
Bust
block.
up.
Spin the block. I'm sorry.
Not the train for
But
me.
people gonna
this is
people
a family.
people are gonna
That
take
has
spin the
never
block the
been
same
a
way though.
fantasy for
Trust
me.
me, people are gonna take spin
This
the block the
is
same
not
way.
a family.
That has
But
never been a
friendly.
Have
fantasy
y'all
for me.
do y'all spin the block with or without a condom with that person?
Well, if you've been apart for some time, then you don't know who they're out there messing with. So
Exactly.
I'm just asking you, do you guys
Every
spin
time
the
you
block
spin the
with
block,
the
that
person with
means
no
you did
condom?
not see that
say
person for months.
honestly,
Of course, you better
Pause.
spin the
I
block
have
with
never bought a
protection.
condom. Do y'all know how much condoms are? I have no idea. I've never bought
First
one.
of all,
I have
condoms should
before.
be.
That's
condoms
fine,
should
but do
have-
you spin the
Condoms
block
should
with
be
no
all
condom?
this? No, listen. Here's the
hell
thing.
yeah.
Answer the question. Why is this?
Okay.
Public. I can't even talk.
I'll
Public
be
service
honest.
announcement.
I'll be
We
honest.
need free healthcare, including
I have
do.
spent the block.
Like
and
how?
abortion.
I have spent the block with a man that I trust because I've been spending the block with him for so long
Yeah.
without protection.
How?
And I'm asking you guys,
Is this-
have you spent the block without protection?
No.
I done spent the block
Well,
without
I can't say
protection.
no.
You've never been
I
with
have
a-
to
No,
be-
I'm not
I have-
spinning
I
that
have
block
to be
without
transparent.
protection since
yes,
COVID.
I have.
Since
But
COVID. You're
bad.
bad.
I'm
You're
not.
bad.
Chat podcast
Since
was cut
COVID,
off.
I'm not spinning the block without
Solana,
protection.
COVID is still here.
These bitches
I
been
know,
getting
but
hit.
since that shit started, I ain't spinning no block without protection.
So you mean to
Period.
tell me
I'm
your
just in
ex
the block.
come to you
But,
and he trying to
yeah,
have
I
sex
think
with
if
you?
we're
girl,
You wear a
you need a
condom.
condom.
They
Yes.
not trying to
But
keep
yeah,
it
that's-
real.
anyway,
They
Because
not
I don't
keep-
know
they
where
not
you
keeping
been.
it real
I
tonight
don't
on
know
the
where
group
you
chat
been.
podcast. I'ma keep it
anyone
real.
that you're
They
not-
saying they've had
Might
unprotected
have to
sex,
have a
but not with
condom.
somebody
You
that
gotta
spent the
have a
block.
condom.
Okay.
If you're not the only woman having sex with that man and y'all are not exclusive,
But it's like we'll never
then
know.
y'all should be using
We'll
protection.
never
If
know
y'all
with
have
a
that
man.
established,
But we
We'll
don't.
never know.
We should.
You would never
You
know,
should
but
be. Yeah,
if-
you
never
if you
know.
don't know for
But you
sure,
We
then
should,
you're not
but
the
we
one
don't.
having-
We should,
You should be
but
on
we
a lot of
don't.
things like drinking
Honestly-
alcohol right now.
honestly,
We
you
should,
know.
but we don't.
But you know, as a woman, you know if you're
I'm
married, you know if you're
protection.
the only woman having sex with
No,
your
you do
man.
not.
If you're
No,
in
you
a
don't.
relationship,
You absolutely.
But
not.
I'm talking about
There's no way
spin the
in the
block.
world.
We
I've
not-
been
we
cheated
talking about
on.
spin
I
the
found out
block.
I was cheated on,
Oh,
and
well,
I
if
thought
you're-
that I was not being cheated on,
if
so
you're
I
spinning
know
the
that
block,
you
then
don't
that's
know.
already like you're
A
not
lot
the
of
only
times
one.
you
So,
don't think
yeah.
you're being cheated on until you go.
Yeah,
know.
sometimes
So-
like, and you'll find out because it's a good way a woman to find
I'm a-
out that she's being cheated on.
So, and speaking of
But-
spinning
Go
the
for that
block and
checkup.
condoms, hold on.
yeah, like, it'll throw your
Bitch,
your
before you
all
go for
off, your
that
pH
well
all off.
visit.
So you'll find out.
Oh,
That's
oh
when
no.
you find out.
Speaking of spinning the
Yeah.
block and condoms, I feel like condoms should be at an all-time high right now, especially with this
They
new
should be at
abort.
all-time high.
They should be like
be
COVID
free.
masks.
That should be a
No,
hustle.
as a company, they should be free. But as a company, I'm
Free,
thinking from a
and they
brand
should push back the
perspective.
mask.
healthcare.
with
I'm thinking
COVID.
as a brand
That's
perspective,
healthcare.
and
They
as
should
a
be pushed
company,
out like the mask.
these companies
But they don't.
unethical.
No,
charge.
there is
That is
not.
unethical.
Listen,
As
you
a
guys
brand,
should
that
wonder
would be a
about that.
terrible thing for them to do
Well,
if they raise the
listen,
prices.
if I was the
I mean,
owner of Trojan,
inflation-
baby, I would be slanging these condoms for $20 a pack, okay? Listen.
That'd be so
if I was
cute.
Magnum, Magnum's going for $30 a pack. Y'all want to get this bitch pregnant or y'all going to wrap these condoms up? They can
And
make,
people still
first of
I
all,
don't
when
think
the
people buy-
pandemic
well,
first
obviously people
started,
buy
they
cans
were
of
selling
condoms,
Lysol for like $20-$30 a pack.
And that was
A good
wrong.
can.
People are gonna
It
buy
was
Lysol.
wrong, but
They're not
people
gonna buy
was
condoms.
but they were buying
That
it
was
though.
wrong.
But they
People
were
are not
buying
gonna buy
it.
condoms.
But
They're gonna
they
buy
were buying it.
Lysol
When the
because that's how
pandemic
we're
first
built.
started,
That's how
Lysol.
they have
don't
trained us to
agree.
buy
They were
Lysol
selling. You
versus
couldn't even get
condoms.
Lysol or Clorox wipes in the store, and people were selling them on the streets for like $20,
People didn't
$40.
start washing their hands to
People
COVID
just wouldn't
existed.
buy them.
No, people
Just wouldn't buy them.
People are so
I have
brainwashed.
said that years
gonna
ago.
buy 'em.
Like, you need to
People-
wash
we
your
just
hands
gonna be
and
having
mind your
babies.
business.
People start washing their hands when COVID arrived.
But
People
that's
making
why
their own
COVID is here,
condoms.
because people
As
don't wash
if
their
like,
fucking
oh,
hands.
I
wash
wash
their
my hands
hands.
now. After
So what about this monkeypox stuff now? They said
Oh,
It
they're
is
trying
a
to kill your life
new
with that now, so be
disease.
careful.
It's just ghetto. It's America's
they say
ghetto.
it's
It's
here
just
in
it's
Michigan,
ghetto.
though.
Yeah,
The
I
US
saw that.
is
Yeah, that's
just
why I'm about to go
ghetto.
back to Atlanta. My
Yeah.
flight
Like
leaves
chicken
tomorrow.
It's the same shit.
My flight leaves
You ain't going nowhere.
tomorrow.
It's
I
like
am
hurricane.
leaving.
Shit is all
Atlanta
Atlanta ain't got no monkeypox.
like her.
It'll be there soon.
Well, it's in
It'll be
Detroit
there
now,
every
so
day.
I'm gonna. It's time
Back
for me to
and
go
forth.
home.
Okay, y'all.
It'll be there soon.
We kind of
Loud.
off topic. All right. Next topic.
Do y'all believe that love can exist in the workplace?
No, next topic.
It must be
Wait a
from
minute,
the
no.
person
I
who
will
messed
say,
love
I
in the
think it
workplace.
can. I definitely think it can.
I
I've
think
never
it
had.
can.
I've never had a love.
Because
I've
one thing,
I've had love work bulls. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Nothing
I don't know
serious.
about
Work
but-
bae, work husband,
and
work
when you see
bae,
me,
work
do not say
husband.
shit to me.
Yeah,
Don't say nothing
So
to me.
you believe it exists, but just keep it low key.
Here's the
Just
thing.
keep it low key.
I think the way people work has changed so much. I think in the traditional setting, like if you work in like corporate America, something like that.
yeah,
But
you'll
I
get
think
fired.
some people are entrepreneurs now, like the owners
the
of this
slutty
wonderful
vegan.
podcast,
I used to
you
live
know.
my life in the workplace.
Okay,
So
okay,
I
how
believe
was
in
that?
love in
How
the
was the
workplace.
slutty vegan?
You meant to love your life at work?
Yes.
Who's
Really?
the love of your life?
Right. Hello. Everybody, the camera on pumpkin, please. Who the fuck
you
is
in
the love of your life?
No, not like that. Not like that. But
At work. At the new job.
She been following the nurses learning.
Was this at your new job, your old
right
job?
here in production is like. Really
What did we
good.
miss?
You sweating?
Who is the love of your life?
It's a light.
Yeah, she had
No, but
Is this the person you've been spending the block
midlife
with?
crisis.
right. This is
wait a minute. I'm a part of this.
We wanna
group chat
know.
podcast.
But
I'm
you
not
just
being
said you met
interviewed
the love.
here.
That's a
said
big
you met the
statement.
love of your life while
I
working.
feel
What
like that you
job
can
was
meet-
this?
I feel like you can have
You
love
can,
in the
but what
workplace.
job?
I
Are you in
believe
a
so.
relationship right now?
No. Let's stop. Let's start. What
I
job
just
was
want to know more
this?
about this love of her life.
Who was the love of your life, and what job was this?
Oh, this was past tense.
This was
Where's the solution?
Where's this?
was it at the plant?
Hello.
Oh, my
Okay,
mom is texting me now. I'm
Let her
sorry.
get her thoughts together.
My mom is texting me
We
now.
gonna come back to her. We
Yeah.
gonna come back to her.
I said,
My mom is guys, being disrespectful. My
You
my
shouldn't
mother is
even be
texting me now.
I say no, but
Okay.
like I was saying, the owners of our podcast studio, they're a husband and wife couple, and I think they work together.
Yes,
So I
they
think
do.
that it
You
depends
can
on
work
like how you
together.
work. Like I always say jokingly, but also not jokingly, I want to be a stay-at-home housewife. And when
Girl.
I do, like I work very hard.
So
but
cliche.
I've been working hard on my damn life. Like
It'd be like a day. that
I
you
am
wanna,
ready
like,
for
do
this
now.
soft life that all the Instagram girls talk about. Okay, soft
Girl,
life
them
me.
Instagram
No,
girls.
Girl, those are.
So I do desire at one point to transition to being a stay-at-home housewife with
Yeah.
children. However, I see me having and running businesses. Like I'll transition from, okay, yes, I work in corporate America right now, but when it gets to the point where I'm having a family,
Yeah.
I will leave corporate America at some point and focus on our own businesses, whether it's real estate or whatever we have going on. So not necessarily just housewife, but also focusing on like our family.
Yeah, I do want a family,
So
but
I
I
think that would
have
be okay.
to
Well,
be.
we was
I
supposed
have
to be focusing
be a
on-
CEO. I have to be a CEO. I want to run.
Well, you
a
are
company.
CEO.
Can you do that work with your significant other?
Yes, I
think
would
that's
love
dope,
to.
right?
I would
He
love
has
to, but I
to be
cannot just sit at
supportive.
home
Yeah,
and just
you
be
gotta
a
have
wife.
support.
I don't
You
want to
should
be
be
at
able
home and
to
just
get
be a
up
wife.
and
I have
go.
so much more I
Yeah.
want to. I want to put my
Yeah.
stamp on the world, the
Yeah.
earth. It's so much
And you
deeper
should,
than
and
that.
you will,
to
and
me.
you
Yeah.
are. You're
Yeah.
definitely doing that.
So I don't want to be a stay-at-home wife. I think it's beautiful though, but I don't want to just be
Yeah,
that.
I don't want to be a stay-at-home wife.
I want to
either.
move
That's-
around.
Yeah.
That's cliche. Like I said, nobody wants to be a stay-at-home wife.
housewife,
That's
Some
boring.
people do want to do that, and I think it's okay.
That's
I think
fucking
it's very
boring.
good to do that, but I want to
Some
do
women
both.
do get bored. But
Yes,
I
you
feel
want to
like
be
I
a
would get bored.
You want to be a
But let me-
motivation. You
let's
want to show
just
your
say
kids.
this.
If you got kids, you want to show them more than being at home.
stay-at-home
As a
wife
mother, I got
with-
3 kids, and no,
Let
being
me
at
say
home
this
is not
though:
an
a
option.
stay-at-home wife with kids, that's a full-time job.
It
It
is.
absolutely
My
is.
auntie is a
Running
stay-at-home
your
wife,
house,
and it
taking
is a
care of your
full-time
kids,
job. She
that's
be
a full-time
tired.
job. So
It's
shout
a
out to her.
It's a
full-time,
full-time
lazy ass job.
No,
No, it's not lazy at all.
No, it's not
My auntie is a
lazy.
stay-at-home
No.
wife, and she work her ass off at home.
No.
She's doing so
A
much at home. She's thinking
stay-at-home
for so
mom.
many people. She's thinking for her children,
I'm a
her
mom, but I'm
husband,
not a
her
stay-at-home
grandkids.
mom.
She has so much on her
It's
plate. Like
very
it's
much
a
of a job.
big
Because
job.
if you are working a full-time job, sometimes meals won't be prepared when you come in.
And that's why
When
shit
you
is so
come home.
fucked up
But
because
if
women
you
and
are a
men have to work
stay-at-home
nowadays, and
mom,
nobody's at
No
home with
one's
the
at home.
kids.
And look at
gonna
the
be
Y'all
quiet.
gotta
They're going
understand
crazy.
that.
Be
Dinner is
done.
gonna be
Kids
made.
are going crazy.
The kids
because
are
they're
kids
not
are raising
understand,
kids.
but
you
work.
gonna be. You gonna lose motivation. You gonna lose
Maybe
that
you.
lack
I
of
don't think you
sense.
say that for everyone.
Any stay-at-home mom.
No.
can't say
I
that.
But
do
when you
believe
work
the
in a
woman is supposed to
full-time
be at
job-
home and she's supposed to be
I
there
don't
with the
think she's
kids.
supposed to.
Not supposed to, but
think
it's
it's a
very
matter-
important
Yeah.
that the kids are not sitting there by themselves and the mother and the father is
Just
at
being
work
present.
9 to 5 and
Present.
only the teachers are telling the kids what they're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
It's fucking retarded.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. When your
Yeah.
kids come home from school, when I have some, I will be teaching them further than whatever the teachers taught them in school.
Yeah.
I'll be more
Yeah.
educational
I
for
don't
them.
think-
I'll be giving them more education because I'm not going to leave it to a stranger to tell my kids
That's
how they
why
need
it
to
takes
act
a
in this world.
village.
It
So
does.
it's very
It
important
absolutely
that the
That's why
mother
it
is
takes a
available
village
for that.
for the
Both
mamas
parents,
that's
the mom and
hustling.
dad.
Mom and
for-
dad.
If you have that,
But you both
opportunity.
can't be at home.
But when
you
y'all
you
become
shouldn't be at
mamas,
work
y'all
all
know
day
y'all
and then
not
the
gonna
kids
wanna
are
be
raising
at home.
themselves.
No matter
That's
what
not
you
the
do.
way
You
it's supposed
know.
to happen.
Yeah.
It's not the way
For
it's supposed to
those
happen.
that don't have kids and want to be stay-at-home moms, when you have those kids, you'll know why you don't want to be at home.
But I do
And
think
like, it's just no, like
also,
no.
some
It's
women
just,
wanna be
like
at
you want to
home.
show your kids
My
something
auntie
better
loves
than
being
being
at
at
home.
home.
Like,
Yeah,
and
but also,
she loves being at
I
home.
think in showing your children that
But
you're
it's a hard-ass
present parent,
job.
you're a hardworking parent,
And you
these
can
things.
do that
And
working.
running a
You can do that
household,
working.
I personally have not done that because I don't have children, but I think
Yeah.
running a
Yeah.
household is something to be proud of.
But you can do
It's
that
a
working.
job. But
It
you're
is a
right.
job.
I think that if you decide to have a family and still work outside of that, I think that's amazing.
That's
too.
amazing
Kudos
too.
to whatever you decide to do.
I love
But
the
you
fact
can't
that I know my mother
belittle
worked by
one
herself
person
and did
who's
it by
saying they wanna
herself
stay at
and
home
raised
because
me
the
and
other
my brothers
person
by
I just
has
feel
herself.
like everybody in the
And
house
that makes
need to
me
be
want. That makes me
bringing
know
in
that I
some
can
type
do
of
this shit
income.
by
My mom
myself.
Regardless
did
if the
too.
man
But
paying all the
guess what?
bills,
We didn't
but
want
you
for
as
But
a
it's
woman
hard.
should
I
not
didn't
want to
want for
depend on
nothing.
this man's
Nothing.
income coming home. You know what I'm saying? I just wasn't.
Do men
Yeah.
care about a woman's
Regardless,
income?
like in relationships that
Does-
I've been
I
in,
mean,
I've
some
always
men
had a
do.
I had a
job.
conversation with a guy friend.
I think some men are
And I
only
didn't
about
have to
image.
work.
And
That's
But
what they
I
care
did.
about.
I asked, he's just my friend, like we strictly platonic. I asked him how would he describe me to a guy if he were trying to like what was his elevator speech about me if he were trying to hook me up with his friends. He was like, I would say he said something like driven, passionate, good job, make good money, and pretty or something like that. And I was like, why did you say good job, good money? Like, does that matter? Do men care about
Yeah.
that? And he was like, it doesn't necessarily, they don't care about how much a woman makes, but they want her to be doing something.
Not just sitting.
Nowadays, I feel like they want you to do more.
I feel like,
Some
I don't know. I feel like it's kind of changed. Like, I feel like at one point, men didn't care about that.
they didn't, but now
But
it's
now
like
I
it's a
feel
thing.
like they want their women to be like grinding, doing something, working. I mean, I like it. I think
Yeah,
it's fine.
it's cool.
'Cause
You know why though? I think
mean,
that they
to
like
me,
that,
it's equal.
and I think
I
that
want
they
the
want
same
that
thing in
is
a man.
because
I
they're
don't want
running
no
into these
stay-at-home
girls.
man.
It's like if
That
you want me to do
only
this for
wants
you,
the money.
you need to
I
give me
want
some
no
money. You need to give me
stay-at-home
some money.
wife.
So they want
So-
some woman that's different from the girls that's out here right now. Because women now
Yeah.
sometimes they be like, Oh, you want me?
So do you feel
I
like
need
if
you to pay
your
my
man
hair
makes
bill,
6
my nail
figures,
bill,
you need
and-
to make 6 figures? Or is it
I
not
don't think
is
that.
it
I
not
don't think that you should have
equal.
to.
I
No.
think
Like, I
that
don't
it all
think that
depends. I
matters.
think it depends on the person. I think that you want your mate to be motivated,
Mm-hmm.
and that person might not be a 6 figures yet, but long as a person is
But they
working
support
and they're
them.
supporting,
Motivated
because
is the
it's
thing.
more
And
than
they're
just
driven,
money.
they got
It's
that
like you
drive,
want somebody who's
that's
gonna
all that
support
matter.
you mentally, physically, emotionally, who's gonna be there for
Be
you,
your peace.
be
And
your
when you don't
peace.
have the financial freedom that you have, you want someone that's going to be like, I'm about to figure this out for us, babe, because you've been holding us down all this time. I'm going to figure it out.
I kinda
And that's
think
what you want.
the men that don't have money care about it the most. Because, like,
Yeah.
Of
if
course.
you have money
Why not?
to
Of
provide,
course.
then why do you care about what I make?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, maybe you want to see that I work, and that's cool. But if you have it to provide for both of us, then you don't necessarily
I do believe there's an
care
old
about
school man and a new school
Let me
man
ask
too.
y'all
Old
this.
school,
I
new
saw
school.
somebody.
There's a
Yeah.
difference.
And child, the new school men are ghetto.
They
are
are
very-
ghetto, and I'm gonna tell you why they ghetto.
are.
There's a guy that I follow
'Cause
on.
they,
There's a
they
guy
take
that
it
there's
out.
a guy that
Now
I
they
follow
don't
They are
on.
very
The
different.
unemployment money ran out for the new school
So they
guys.
wanna
So
take
now they want our
care of
money.
them.
And now we got to be the men in the house.
There's a
No.
guy. Let me
Then
ask.
they wonder why we.
I
talking
asked a
them
dude
like
the
that.
other day, like, he think that because I told him to meet me at the movie theater that we went on a nice date and everything was good. He was like, well, there's things you could be doing this not relationship, but
you pursuing
and that's,
me.
I'm like, what else could I be doing? Like, we haven't even went on a date yet.
Check
He was
you.
like, oh, he went to the movies
They
with
are
movies with me and stuff like that. I'm
sassy,
like,
right?
we only
They
went to the movies
sassy.
because I was going with my brother and his wife, and I was like, can you meet us at the movies?
He said there are things that you
Okay.
can
He
do.
said,
I
he
got
told me
one
that there's
question
things that you
before
can
we,
be doing as a
um,
woman too. And
aim
that
this
showed
out.
me.
This is a
And we had
funny
this conversation, and he's like, "Oh, I'm new to this,"
What
and then he says, "Well, it's just been so easy for me. I don't
got a
like it's been so
question.
easy for him.
been
He don't
easy for him.
understand like what I'm asking for.
Oh, so you were making it difficult for him.
I'm making it difficult,
Because you
and at
weren't
that point, I'm like,
you weren't
okay."
pursuing him.
Okay.
Yes.
I got a
At this
question,
point-
I'm like, well,
y'all.
I'm not going to book a day and make reservations and
never
say,
talk
"Babe,
to
we'll
him
meet
again.
here." It's like, okay,
Or maybe we can invite him on the podcast.
maybe we can understand this better because
interview
I
him.
am in
He
fucking
He would
lost.
actually be a good podcast guest because I'm curious to know, like, how do you want
He
to be
said there's
pursued
other
as a
things you
man?
could be doing as a woman too.
I would love
I'm
to
like,
know
Like what?
that.
we haven't
Okay,
even
I
had
got a
date
question.
yet. What the fuck
And
we
this is
doing?
a funny
question? What's your
question. Do y'all feel like it's a shrinkage on dicks?
Yes,
Are you
baby.
saying is the dick getting smaller, or are you saying like the availability of dick is getting shorter?
Wait a minute, it's so funny that
No,
you say
but-
that because listen, so I'm on
The
social
last
media.
few encounters I've had has been like,
I have no
like,
complaints.
what the fuck is going on here?
Listen, these guys got toddler.
I heard COVID.
But that is a real disease.
That's never in my
No,
That is the real
That's
disease.
not the note that we want to end on. What I want to ask, I have a question.
wanna
Like
end
you,
on-
No, but that
Is
could be
there
a real
shrinkage
disease
on
of
dick?
a man.
I
No,
don't know.
it is.
Joe, wait. Are you
that
asking?
before.
Is it the size, or are you saying it's not men
It's a
available?
disease.
Shrinkage on
for
the
that.
size.
Damn.
you talking about?
I'm like, be specific, not Pacific, y'all. Not Pacific. Take notes. Not
what I
Pacific.
mean.
Specific.
But
I feel like what's the medicine that people are taking these
I don't
days?
know.
I don't know. Like,
And I
think-
heard
I
that
think some,
COVID
like,
shrink-
antibiotics
Maybe that's why I've been
and-
like,
But why are
celibate.
you on antibiotics?
I don't know. I just heard
Right?
that.
Why are you on antibiotics? No,
I don't know. I'm just saying. I've heard.
No,
I think that people that took the COVID
they
shot
drink lean
are
tea.
their dicks are shrinking.
No,
Whoever took the COVID shot, your dick is shrinking.
That man is on
Maybe
antibiotics.
not
Do not see with him.
antibiotics. I'm just
No,
saying.
but it could be
It's never been my
lean.
experience.
But
I
let me
don't
be
know.
sure.
It could be
liquor,
codeine.
the
It
drugs,
could be the drugs.
something
And then
is
listen,
making these
some
dicks shrink.
men have
Because
heart problems.
The last few
I don't
dicks
know.
I've
Some
had,
have
High
heart
blood
problems.
pressure too.
The
High blood
heart-
pressure and
listen,
stuff like
listen,
that.
They got heart
And
problems.
I hope they're not watching.
Listen,
because-
they
Sorry
got
to those
they got
men.
heart
They drink
problems.
lean.
They got diabetes.
They drink lean.
They drink lean.
They pop Xanax.
They pop
They're gonna be
Xanax.
like,
They
"Yeah,
pop.
you enjoyed it though."
Yeah, they
No,
right.
Look, I
Because I'm
think
not
that the
answered.
men need to start eating the pineapple and the apple and doing their juices and their
So
smoothies.
juices increases your size.
all this exercise.
It improves
they
your
doing.
stamina
This
and they can perform
increasing
well. See, the size is not that
exercise.
important if they're
size
performing
don't matter
well.
because
If they're
it
performing
does.
well,
No,
the
it
size
does.
doesn't matter.
Girl, by size
I
matter.
think it does.
It does.
I think
Not
it
all the time. Not all the time.
I think so too.
Shit.
Because I feel like if you don't have the correct
Because
size,
when
it's like
you
you
slipping out, it matters.
Yes, and you scooting in the wheel. It's like you
The
scooting.
size
Okay,
matters
maybe
when it
stop.
comes to certain
Stop.
positions, but I don't think the size matters matters overall.
Something slipping out every 2 minutes. It matters.
Or you have to
It
pump.
matters.
It's like a pumping thing when it's not
It
big
matters.
enough.
It matters.
No, the size does
Your
not
walls
matter.
not getting no
I've
stimulation.
dated
It
somebody.
matters.
I've
It
messed with
does.
somebody who was not.
It matters.
I've messed with somebody who
It matters.
The size is
Okay.
Of a
Delusional drunk.
I know, baby. It's okay. The size don't
We
matter.
need to start as a
I know what you're going through right now.
No, but I heard of old men
you know it
using a
doesn't
pump
matter.
before.
It does not matter. It's okay.
don't
It's okay.
Is maybe you have not experienced like the best part of life when it comes to your size.
Exactly. She's stuck on the shrinkage.
No,
So
it matters.
There's enjoyment on the other side. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yes.
So have
Look
y'all
forward
heard of
to
a
it,
man using a
sweetheart.
pump before?
Yes.
No, I've
A
never heard of the
pump.
pump.
It's like they
To
put
enlarge
their
it?
penis. Yes, it
Oh my
swells it
God.
up. Y'all not heard of a pump before?
No. A breast pump, yeah. Not
That
No,
he
a
pumping his
penis
circulation
pump.
to the tip. His
Yes,
shit gonna be black
it's a
as hell
penis
when
pump.
he
Y'all
in
never
it.
heard of a penis pump?
No.
Yes.
Where do you buy them so I can have it
I'm
sitting
pretty
in
sure
my
it is.
I'm
Amputation.
sure
If he pumping it like that.
And you put it in there and then you like,
It's on
Look.
the verge of amputation.
you know,
Ash,
you dry it up.
Ashley, text me the
No,
link.
I've never pumped
Ashley,
anybody.
text me the link so I can have it in my closet next time. I run into this.
No, I've heard
No.
of the pump.
No.
And I seen a video.
That
No.
wouldn't turn y'all off if the man was like,
That's
wait,
scary.
Hold on, wait a minute, hold on.
It's giving
And then he
porno
was like, hold
vibes.
on. He was
Hold
like,
on, let me-
talk about pump real quick.
let me go
Would
get
you
my
prefer
pump.
He
me
gotta
to
use the
start
pump
pumping?
before he come
So would
home.
you prefer
He
me
has
to
to
use
use
a
the pump
pump
before he
or
comes to my
Viagra?
house.
He has to use a pump
Y'all
before
just
he gotta
go
use
a
the
pump
we're
or
not
Viagra?
doing it.
A pump
it
or
wouldn't feel the
Viagra?
We're not
same.
doing it if he gotta
No.
use either
Would you
or.
prefer the pump or Viagra?
I would prefer neither because you're not about to pump and then go inside of me.
And you not to pump me to death with
I
that
ain't about to fuck
Viagra.
all night
That
off
is
Viagra.
weird.
You're about to pump me for days.
Well, I wouldn't. I mean, if you at a certain age,
What?
I think Viagra is fine.
Yeah.
If you like 50,
I'm not.
60,
Don't
No,
use no
'cause they
Viagra. You're not
take
about to
that
fall out and
Viagra.
die on me because Viagra is bad. No, you're not about to use Viagra and get on top of me. That's not happening.
No,
It's
Viagra,
not-
they want to
Wait,
go
wait,
all
wait.
night. They
No.
not
Yeah.
gonna. They not gonna
No,
busting up
no.
once they get that Viagra.
Nothing that pumps
There
your
ain't
heart
nobody
is
got
good
time
for
for
I'm
sex.
not doing the
because
Viagra. They
you-
tell me they using Viagra.
you're
You're not about to
already
sleep with me.
pumping
You're not
your
about to
heart.
get on top of me
Nothing
and
that's
follow
gonna
me and
enhance
pass out. None of that shit. No.
That is good
And you're not
for
about to fuck me all night.
Do you,
Okay,
so
so
are you
what about
referring to
this?
Trevor Samuels? You
We
think
got a
he
few
popped the Viagra when he's? When
Oh no, I'm not even thinking about him. No,
Oh.
rest in peace to him. Absolutely, no, not him. No.
Okay,
I thought
so
that he was
look.
a very honest person and he spoke what he felt.
No,
and
but
I
he-
feel
I
like
think when
that
he
I
had-
respect him still. Like even though he said some things I didn't respect, like at least he said how he felt. Like don't hide nothing from me.
We were talking about how he passed.
No, I'm not saying that because some
Cardiac
people
arrest because he probably took Viagra.
goddamn-
I don't care what he took, but I don't even think that's a joking matter because
not.
no,
Well, it's not a joking matter, but
I don't look.
I'm just
no.
stuck on the pump.
I don't care about how he passed, what caused him to pass.
I've
That's
heard
not.
older men
I
use
have
it.
nothing to do with
I
that.
think
I wouldn't want to be
honestly,
identified
all men
about
would
it.
probably
mean,
have a 70-year-old
Off a
man
pump.
can't
I'm
just
not
keep
identifying the
I
body.
think they will have to take Viagra.
Yeah.
oh, what?
But
I'm
you
just
not about to
saying
date
that
that 70-year-old man is not about to take Viagra and get
no,
on top
right
of me.
now. No, I would hope that my man don't have to take Viagra now. I'm
Because
saying
I
when
don't
get
trust it. I
older.
don't think it's.
Yeah.
I don't think it's necessary. I don't think it's.
I don't think it's necessary.
trustworthy.
But
Yeah.
older men, I think.
Yeah, I think it depends on your age. I think at a certain point.
Yeah, you could take it, but you're not gonna take it and then get on top of me.
So why would he be taking it?
So how you? What if he?
I'm just saying he
taking-
could take it. He's not gonna
Just
be with
for-
me. Is what the thing is. That he's not gonna be with me. I'm
just
not gonna
never
be with
know.
a
You might
70-year-old
not know
man
if
that
that
has
man
to take
is taking his
Viagra.
Viagra. You might not
But
know.
if I
because
know-
that's-
What about when you're
40,
70?
30-year-old
That's what
man
I'm
is
saying.
taking
If I
Viagra.
know I'm not
When
gonna
I'm
let you
70,
pop a
I'ma have
Viagra,
a
someone you about to get on
60-year-old.
top of me with a Viagra. You're not gonna tell me that. You're gonna keep
my
it a
husband's
secret.
gonna be younger
You're
than
not
me.
gonna say I'm about to pop the Viagra. I'm like, no, I'm good.
It's just the thought of it.
the
for
thought
you,
of
like
it
the
because I
thought.
don't trust it. I feel like it's very.
I think at 70
It's,
when you
I
wanna
feel like
have
it's
sex,
not
you're probably
safe.
not
I feel
gonna
like it's
feel
stupid.
that
I feel
way.
like it doesn't make sense. You're not gonna be
At
40 years old
70,
getting
you
on top of
definitely
me with a
shouldn't be
Viagra
popping
talking about
Viagra.
something let me fuck your ass up.
Your heart is
Okay,
already.
y'all. So real
No.
quick, I do have a question. And I saw
That's
this
what
question.
you
I want to
need.
ask this question real quick
No.
before we wrap up because I know we're getting ready to wrap up real quick. So I saw somebody post on Facebook. It was a guy who posted on Facebook, and he said that my kids come before you, my kids come before me, and anybody who somehow don't understand that, I can't be with them. Do you think that, and the reason why I bring that up is because, and I'm not going to talk about the wedding because y'all didn't want me to talk about the wedding, but at the wedding, we went to a wedding this past weekend, and the pastor said, when they were renewing their vows, not renewing their vows, but exchanging vows, the pastor was like, your wife comes first before your kids, before your mother, before everything. And it was so random.
That's the traditional way.
The thing that you just said, you said your wife comes first. So I don't know if that guy, whoever posted whatever he posted, I don't know if he's married.
He's not married.
But if you're married,
That's the
in the Bible,
that's the traditional way.
Your spouse
but it's
comes
2022,
first. And I think
people
that's
making up their own
first.
rules.
I mean, I think
And I'm sorry,
in
my spouse will never come first before my kids.
Really?
And that could be a sin to me, and
My
whatever it
spouse will
is.
come first.
My spouse
No.
will never come
My
before
kids is
my
always
kid
coming
get
first.
fed. My spouse will never get fed before my
Ain't
little
no
girl,
man
my
getting
little
fed
boy
before
get
my
fed. It
kids.
makes no sense.
But I will feel like in
You
the
don't believe
day,
in everything you read.
Like I grew up in a house where
Stop
kids
letting
ate
social
first.
media and books
I don't give a
lead
fuck
you in
what-
life. Come
what
on, it doesn't
the
make any
relationship
sense.
was. I grew up in a
also
house
think
where
that it
kids
won't
ate
be-
first, so kids
it won't
don't
be
eat
that
first.
problem
It
if the
won't
two
be.
right
If your
spouses-
wife and
real
your
man-
daughter, listen here. If your wife and your daughter is being raped at the same time, you're gonna save your wife before your daughter? You're a fucking idiot.
Well,
I'm sorry.
That escalated very
No,
quickly.
I'm saying that's your spouse coming first before your child. Let's speak reality here. Let's not try to sugarcoat
But a
it.
real man would
Let's not
not
sugarcoat
care
it.
if the
Yeah,
kid
that
came first. Only
Because
if-
kids-
Yeah, that makes no sense to me. Come on, now.
a different type of
Let's not
guy
be being gimme pigs here. Like, come
would
on.
personally,
care.
I think
Only
if you're
a different type
A
of guy would
peon.
care.
I think if
a real
everyone's
man
doing
wouldn't
their
care.
part,
But why does it?
everyone
What does it
will
matter if he
take
care or
care.
not? You should know to make your own decisions. Are you gonna let your kids starve and let your man eat a steak while your 3 babies starve? And
why
why
would
would
say
does
that?
anyone
That's
have
what
to
I'm saying, a real
starve?
man-
I don't
a real
think
man
you're
not
letting
gonna
anyone
But the
Yeah.
thing is that
A
you're
real
putting.
man gonna make sure them kids
You
eat
guys
first,
are
'cause
not
that's what
listening.
real man
But you
gonna
said
go
If the
that
about.
your
spouse,
man,
if
why
the
would you
spouse
go
is
feed
supposed
your
to be
man
first, that
first?
means that it doesn't matter if the kids are starving or not. If he
I
says
don't
don't,
think that's what it means, though. I
But
don't
that's
think
what
I
it
don't think
says.
it's black and white is, oh, my kid got to have this play first. I think it's more so about.
if it's saying your
let
spouse
me
comes
take
first,
care
your
of
spouse comes
I
first.
think it means more so like, okay, let me make sure my spouse has everything they need so that we together can make sure our kids have everything they need. I don't think it's more so, oh,
Either way, the kids
someone's
come
getting raped, they're
second.
getting raped, who am I going to say first? No, I don't think it's that.
Now,
I
how
think-
do we
I think it's
dissect? How do we
investing in
dissect
your
this?
person.
How do we dissect and explain what they meant by that sentence?
I mean,
That's our own perspective. It's no fact.
I think you have to
It's real simple.
personalize it.
It's our own perspective and
I think you
our
have
own
to
conclusion
personalize
from
it for
it.
yourself. And what I get from it is, when I'm married, I'm going to take care of my husband, make sure all his needs are met. My husband's going to make sure all my needs are met, and then us together, with both my needs being met.
So what
then
happens
we
when it
can
don't
then
go in
make
that
sure
order?
Our children's needs are met.
So
I
when it
think
don't
it's
go in
more
that
so-
order, what is your decision? Because they said the spouse is supposed to become first.
I mean, I personally think that I should take care of my husband, and then us together we take care of our children.
So what happens? So if you can't take care of your husband, then the
Well, why
kids
wouldn't I
are
be
just
able
going to
to?
get. They're just going to be like,
Why
well,
wouldn't I be able to do that?
it's not about that. If you can't take care of your husband, what happens with the kids? So you're going to say, well, I guess my kids are just fucked.
Though. No. I think you're making it too plain. And like
It's not about overthinking. It's about what it says. That's why y'all got to stop doing that. Y'all got to stop doing that because, and that's the problem with us because we always thinking about, oh, well, it says this. Let's look
at
beyond what it
Thanksgiving dinner,
says.
I'm
Look
making
deep
my
into
man
it.
play first. I'm be like, kids, eat daddy eating first. Deal with it.
Yeah, I'm
And
not
then
doing
be like-
that. That's not happening for me. That's not happening.
They say they all gonna have to get fed.
Me and Daddy gonna share a plate because these kids gonna eat tonight.
Kids ate first. We made kids plays first.
And that's how it went in my
My
family
mom,
household.
We had barbecue.
We didn't. We never went without a meal. Never went without a meal. Whether it's a man involved or not.
But I do. I think that if you're with the right spouse,
Kids
like
get out the way.
It's not about if you with the right spouse. If
Yeah.
that's the rule, that's the rule.
know.
Because your spouse can
It's
turn
about
around and
the
say,
spouse.
Tawana, no, these kids not eating tonight. Sit on the bed.
But my
It's
spouse
only
won't
one
say
person,
that.
and we're
Why
with
would my
your
spouse say
Why would
that?
they
My-
say
I don't want to
that?
be with a
Y'all
spouse who
worried
won't say
about
that.
if he did, if he said, if he didn't. But
He
what if he
wouldn't.
did?
I don't think he would.
If he
But
did,
Shane,
look. If he did, what are you gonna do?
You want to turn this into a Tyler Perry movie where everything
She's gonna,
No, because y'all are punk faking right now. Y'all are punk faking right now. Because y'all trying to act like y'all with the rule, but at the end of the day, I feel like y'all gonna feed y'all kids.
not
We
that
don't feed our kids, but I also
No,
know
you
you
trying
gotta
to find like,
find
oh, my husband's gonna come first.
we're not gonna die and get like AIDS at the end of the
No.
movie. Like
The reality is y'all gonna feed them damn kids.
Even when my daughter is
family,
dead,
feed the
she allowed
family.
me to fix her plate first.
I think the overall.
I eat.
Y'all,
But you also gonna be with the spouse.
I go a day without eating and my kids want. And
That's just like all these baby days out here with these ghetto mama jobs, so they should work. They should know who they're with. No, sometimes
This might be the last group chat podcast.
Sometimes the baby mama is
y'all
something
are
you don't know they're
triggering
gonna
by
be.
the
So like, you don't know they're gonna take their kids away from you after y'all break up.
Literally.
I just think that a man and a woman, you got to know who you're gonna be with, and I would never be
think
with a
take care
man.
of your person.
Here's the thing: I would never be
Y'all
with a
take care of
man
the
who
babies
say it's
together.
only one steak and we got kids in the house, and he
But
say
you'll
I'm going to
see
eat
those
that
things
steak.
before y'all
you
even
see
get to
those
that
things
point.
before they get
You look-
together.
you see
don't
his-
always
you
see
see
that.
his
You
kids,
don't,
women,
but
you see his
certain things you
habits.
do.
Don't
You
always
see
do
those
that.
things. You
Women
can
don't
see if a
walk in
person is
relationships and get beat the
selfish. You
fuck
can
out of
see
them
how a
later on.
Yeah,
person
certain things.
goes
And I
day to
wouldn't
day.
want to
You
be
see
with a
that.
man who would want to eat and the kids are hungry. Like Nicole, I do agree
But
with
if it-
I would agree with what Nicole said.
It's just
you
certain
take care of
levels
your
to it.
man.
But when it
Your
come to
man take
feeding
care of you, and y'all
and
take
making
care of the
sure
kids as together.
kids
Because
don't eat
together
first.
as a couple, y'all gonna make sure them kids are straight. Period.
Well,
and
if
you
that was
with
the
them-
case, then all of our communities would be
no,
fabulous
but
right
some,
now.
but some women,
No,
some
but
women
if
are.
that was
Some,
the rule,
no,
then
being
how-
taken care of.
some women,
y'all
some
are talking
women.
unrealistic right now.
No, I don't
We're talking
think-
about
why?
reality.
No, that's not.
Y'all saying, oh, well, that's
But
how it's
see,
gonna go.
in reality,
Like-
you got a lot of these women that's even on TV
That's not
putting
gonna
they
feed
all
them
into
kids
these niggas
and
and
not
saying
paying
fuck their
attention to
kids,
them
and
kids.
it's wrong.
That
Yes,
too.
ma'am.
Like, reality is
No,
not like that.
That's not what we doing.
I didn't say
We
that.
That's
feed
not
the
what
kids
we're gonna do.
right
I
here.
understand the
Yeah.
rules, but I really feel like in reality that's not really what's going on.
It is.
So I'm not
But
gonna
you got
put that
these
out there.
bitches
Take
go,
care of your husband.
they
He's gonna
going
take
out
care of the
here,
kids.
'cause
I'm not gonna put that
I
out
know
there.
people that's out here, they putting they all into looks, trying to see a nigga
And not paying
fuck their
attention to these
kids.
And I didn't say
Yeah.
that at all.
But it's that's going
But also,
on,
are
though.
they married? I said husband wife. That was my comment. I didn't say boyfriend girlfriend.
But how many husbands do you feel like cheating on their wives right now that try to talk to you or DM you or
Even
go out
with
with you?
husbands,
But they
though.
even
I
doing
had
all
aunties,
that, even doing
husbands
all that, they still
taking
better be
their
ready to
kids
feed
to
them
see
kids.
That's
Are
it.
they?
They better feed
I
them
would- I mean,
motherfucking
Yes,
kids.
are there
I would hope
terrible
so.
examples of people that aren't doing it right, of husbands cheating, of women
But that's
putting
the
men first?
reality. I don't
Yes.
skip that
But
reality. Act like it's not
my
happening.
preference
Like being a
and what
husband
I
and
think
long as
what I'm going
Yeah.
to try to
I think
live
as a-
by in my
Is take care of your
household.
husband and he's
Yes.
going, and
I
then the
think
kids come
I think
after.
as a husband and wife, y'all are a team. Y'all are a team, and as a team, y'all gonna make sure them kids are straight. And if that's not the way it is, then y'all shouldn't even
Is
walk down the aisle.
The
I'm
kids'
sorry.
food, is that like the only way we take care of kids?
No,
It's
it's
like a
clothing,
food.
education.
But I just think as a
Clothing,
couple,
education,
as a
Education,
couple,
even before clothing. Education is the main thing.
But and that boils down to
Okay.
knowing
Yeah.
who you're
They
marrying.
going to school first
That
before you
boils
get
down
divorced.
to
Right.
knowing y'all gotta
She gotta
agree.
go to
Y'all
school
gotta
first.
know.
And I'm
But do
going
you
to
really
work.
ever know who
Whatever
you're married
type
to?
of job
I mean, you
I
should.
have.
By the
why
time
I
you get to
dated
marriage,
before.
you absolutely
They gotta
should.
go
By
around
the
that
time you get
It's
to
like people
marriage.
be
Gotta
with
go around
the
my
other for like
kids.
25 years and
Schedule
just don't even know who they really
kids.
married to.
Yeah.
All right, y'all.
And you could be
Well,
with
I
somebody
think
for
this
3
was a
years and
great-
just be the
I
person
think
that treats you the
this-
best.
I think this conversation can probably go on for another hour.
It really
Oh,
could.
yeah.
I kind of stirred the
This
pot with
food
that
thing
last
triggers
question.
y'all.
It
Yeah,
does
because
trigger.
you know why it triggered me, because I watched my mother say, "Forget him. I'm going to feed my kids. But I'm not going to worry
I
about
grew
him
up
at this
like
moment."
that. Like,
So
my
I watched my
mom
mother
was
say,
like,
and my
"These
auntie
kids
say, "I'm
eat
going to feed
first."
my kids.
My grandma
You
knew
can
it
act
like
a nut if you want to. I'm not going to keep catering and putting my soul into you, thinking that you're going to get out there and feed these
And
kids.
you out here being a
I'm going to
no-good
grind
ass
and
But
take
see,
care
it
of my
sounds like
kids.
there was
I'm
already
feeding you
some things
first.
going on there, and it clearly sounds like the man wasn't taking care of the woman in those situations.
Or
So-
she would take care of him. I'm
regardless,
saying.
married,
Right.
Or he won't take care of whatever it
married
is.
men
So
are
what
just
I'm
as
saying is
bad
the
as
rules-
as
the
a
rules
single
ain't
man.
stick like that. Like I'm gonna,
I
think
well, I
the
gotta
married
make sure I
men
take
are
care of him
worse.
because before I take care of my kids, I gotta worry about
Right,
him.
but I think it needs to be, like I said, like if you take care of your person and your person takes care of you, then
And it
y'all
gotta be
are
both
equipped.
ways. I'm about to
Right,
take care of
it's
this
not-
man.
it's not
It be
just
like
one
that
way.
in general, but the man still don't be shit. So you still gonna do him first, and your kids fuck
It just,
the
I
kids.
just, I
Well, it's
wouldn't.
not
I don't
saying
deal with
fuck the
ain't shit
kids.
people.
It's not saying.
Fuck them kids. That's what y'all saying.
That's what
No,
I
they said fuck the kids, the men. Take care of them.
Y'all
Don't worry
saying
about
fuck
them
them
kids.
kids because you don't cater to a man first.
Take care of the kids, and he gonna
No,
take
you
care
do
of them.
not.
Hopefully,
No,
hopefully he'll look out for them, but take care of him first. and then-
Hopefully, by the time it gets to that point and he is
Y'all
around your
y'all are
kids.
speaking in terms of men that just ain't
No,
shit.
I'm gonna say this.
I'm
Hopefully,
not saying that.
hopefully by the
I
time
don't think
I
that
was-
ain't shit men
general,
deserve
like, I've been
that.
Let me
No.
say this.
Before,
Let me
like,
say
I've
this.
never
Let me
fed
say
a
this.
man
All right, so
before I
one more
feed my
thing.
kids.
Wait, before we
Let me say
leave,
this. Hold on,
let's
let
talk
me
about
say
men.
this.
We about
Okay,
to
but
cut.
no,
We got
but
like
we
3
are-
minutes.
but let
We
me
got
say this
minutes.
real
Let's
quick.
talk about
Let me
P
just say
Valley and the
this.
men.
No, let's say this. Let me say this real quick. We ain't gonna have time to go into that P Valley. We have to say that to the second.
Well,
next
no, we do
episode.
have time.
But let
We
me
have
say
time.
this:
Let's go.
before it gets to the point where the man is meeting your kids, you
We
should
still talk about the
already
men and
know.
the kids.
No, yeah, but you should already know what type of dude it is. That's the
Yeah.
problem with
That's
some of these.
another
women.
false reality.
But
Stop with this
sometimes
false
a nigga would
reality.
trick you. A nigga would trick you.
People
He would
be
have you
Stop
changed.
talk with
sitting
this false
here.
reality because every day people change.
You can be with somebody for years and think
But,
that this
okay,
person.
Thank you. Thank
So
you.
here's the thing.
And they cannot be.
And you can wake up one day, he don't even want you. He want a dick in his life.
Yes, ma'am.
He's gay.
Yes,
Like, come
ma'am.
on, ladies.
Faggoty
Stop
as
acting
fuck.
like it's not gonna change and people switch up on you. They switch up on you all the time.
If we
They have
go
a-
with that logic, if we go with the logic of people are never who they say they are, people can
We
change.
don't want that. We don't want to
But
believe
like,
that.
how do you even find happiness?
You
ever?
can.
I
You
agree.
can, but to
But
walk
you
into
always
every
have those things in
situation,
the back
Are
of
you
your
always just
mind.
mad
to
and
walk
upset
in
and
every
like,
situation, to
you gotta
walk
be precautious.
to walk
He's
into a
not gonna
dark
take care of
parking
me.
lot
Why
thinking
can't
like
take
no
care of him?
rapist is out here tonight
I'm
is
choosing
stupid.
peace. I want happiness. I don't want to be thinking my man gonna want a dick the next day.
Yeah, if he's sitting there watching P Valley, we
Don't
gonna
be
be
a
like,
fool though.
If he
If
sitting
he
there
get
watching P Valley,
if he get a hard on
It was
watching P Valley, get
questionable.
worried.
he
Don't
was
think
not
he's just
watching
horny for
that.
you.
I'm not saying I'm gonna ignore red flags. No, but I'm
But
saying that.
will you sit there and watch it with him? Because you
So is
did.
P Valley okay to watch with your dude? Is the question, and then we can.
No.
I've never had a
No.
man watch it with me.
No.
I've watched one episode
No.
of P Valley and
And you watched it with a man? Yes or no?
No.
You watched it with a man?
No.
Oh,
No, I did not actually.
You did not watch it with a man. Okay. Have anybody ever watched P Valley with a man?
I've never watched P Valley with a man.
That
Would you
was
watch
our
it with a
group chat.
man?
We're bringing it to life. What
I
are you
would
talking
I would look at him
No.
sideways the whole time he watched P Valley. I would be
What
looking
would
at
you
him.
be thinking? Like, what is
Like,
wrong with
what
watching
you
P
like,
Valley
what
with a man?
part?
I don't think there's
I
nothing wrong
asked
with
him,
it.
What was your biggest challenge in this movie?
What part did you enjoy the most?
You interview him too?
I could just see
Because if
her,
you
her
watched
neck
it,
turned.
it's the issue.
I could just see
You can see me like, oh, you
your
just
neck
into
turned the
it.
whole time. I could just see it.
So you would not
Yes.
watch P Valley with a
I could see
man?
her neck turned the whole
You
time.
think there's something wrong with
Like,
that?
I think it's cute
No.
to find a show to
Do you
watch.
see
with
what's
your
going on in
partner.
P
but
Valley?
it's that show P
I feel
Valley.
like,
Have
I
y'all
man
seen
want to
that?
watch it. I'm not fucking him. And that's just that.
I don't
If a
know.
man wanna watch it, we
maybe
not
it shouldn't be
fucking.
P Valley, but
He fucking.
Have y'all
If it
seen
is
the
P
last
Valley, then it's on
episode?
cliff. So
Have y'all seen the last
there
episode?
is some things that everybody's on social media talking about, like all the male sex scenes, which is okay if you're a male, you want to have sex with other men, live your life.
It's
That's
okay.
fine.
Of course.
Let me know.
I'm not about to watch that with you because it's giving
But
bisexual vibes.
I would say, I do not think I would think a certain way about a man if he enjoyed watching gay sex
Even if he
scenes.
could go
But if
through
you
the first
just- I mean,
season
straight man,
episode.
Yeah, a
Straight
straight
man.
man.
I would think, okay, well maybe
Are you curious?
this is something he's into,
Yeah.
and if he's into that, then that's fine.
So
but
if you're
maybe
watching
fine.
P Valley with him, would
That'll
you be
just-
looking at him
And
trying
the
to see his
excuse
reaction?
cannot
He's gonna be my man.
Oh, I heard about this, but I ain't never seen it.
So
Mm-mm.
I don't think that I'll have a problem with him sitting down watching P Valley with
Girl,
me.
bye.
Yeah.
I mean,
But I mean, it depends on how he's
Question mark,
reacting.
question
like
mark,
though.
his
question
favorite
mark.
show,
Question
and
mark.
he were like,
Red
P
flag,
Valley,
red
and P
flag,
Valley
red
was his
flag.
favorite
and he
show.
were like, oh, let's watch. Like he,
Let's watch
wants
P
to watch
Valley.
it every
We
night.
watching P Valley tonight,
Like,
baby.
and he got really excited
because
about
it come
it.
on at 9 o'clock.
Then yeah, I would have. That would cause some concerns for me.
But normally just watching, I don't think that would bother me at
no,
all.
it
I mean,
definitely
Well, y'all
would.
have to watch the last episode.
Just
I
like
haven't
P-Valley,
seen a
if
lot of
nigga can
episodes, so I
sit
need
and
to
watch
catch up.
Empire, that's questionable too.
I didn't watch
Empire not so.
Yeah.
It's
What
so
happened
much.
with this?
as-
I don't think it's as
questionable
intense as P
too.
Valley
Not so
though.
much as P Valley.
Not as much as P Valley, but it was.
I
And
think
no.
all the shows are just.
It's ridiculous. I mean, you know,
it's a
if
little-
y'all not into that, yeah, he should. I don't know.
But at the same time, like if he's watching it, does that mean anything?
But
'Cause
sometimes
I've watched
men-
women
it's
and
a
women
lot of
have
men
sex.
on
I'm not a
men sex
lesbian.
in P
I've
Valley.
watched
So
men
if
and
a
men,
man
like,
is
I'm
sitting
not-
there
I'm
watching
not, like,
P
what's the
Valley,
problem?
I think it's kind of cool when like you tell your man like, oh babe, I got this new show, let's watch it together, and he like
No.
starts asking questions about it, like, oh this character. I think that's kind of cool. Like,
No.
it's like the same.
He asking questions about P Valley.
No, not P Valley. It's kind of like if if you know he's into the game, and then all of a sudden you start to like look up players. Like, have y'all ever done that? Like,
Well, I would hope
Y'all
that he
invested
would.
in,
If
like,
he asking
different
questions,
basketball.
but if he's asking questions about P Valley and looking up the
not
characters,
P-Valley.
then I
I'm
would be a
saying just
little
like-
concerned.
Not P
Questionable.
Valley, just a show that you like. It could be
Okay.
HGTV
Okay,
Or maybe
Married
he's
at
only
First
watching
Sight
it
or
because
something.
you want to watch it and
That's
he's trying to
I think that's
satisfy
cool.
you. 'cause
Just
no.
like you'll watch
Yeah.
the game because you want to watch the game or whatever. I think
But
that's
if he
cool.
get to asking questions about P
Real nigga
Valley,
not about to say, hey, let's watch P
Or if he
Valley.
fucked the shit out of you that night after watching me back. If he like put it down in the way he
Bitch,
never put it down
that's-
before, maybe then you should be like,
It wouldn't be a
what
watch
was
P Valley
different
then
tonight?
having
Like,
sex.
I know we watched P Valley
It wouldn't
tonight,
have
like,
turned
what
to
was
sex
different?
after P Valley. He would have had to go home.
you know what? And
Again, you just gotta know your partner because there's flags and signs that will show
We
up
ignore
throughout.
them sometimes.
Don't
We
ignore
do
them.
ignore them.
We ignore the red flags
do.
sometimes.
We ignore the red
Sometimes.
flag.
We know
Or we
exactly
push
what
them
it
to the
is
side.
and what it's going to be, and
That's
we
true.
still just.
We ignore it a lot.
But we love them.
Especially
That
with
is
the
true.
I
double
love
backs.
a red flag. I ain't gonna lie.
With the double backs. Those are all red
Double
flags.
back. Spin the
Obviously,
block, not
the
run
spin
the
the
block.
block.
Not run the block.
The
Spin
spin
the
the
block.
blocks are
It's
definitely
not
red
what we do.
flags.
Let me clear that up because I did
Anyone
say
that
run
you
the
spin
block, you guys.
It's a
It's
red
a red
flag.
flag.
Sure.
But the red flags
It's
be
not
so
run the
much
block.
fun.
They do.
They be
They do.
fun.
They do.
Red
And
flags
on
be
that
fun.
note, y'all, this was a really great episode
It
tonight. We're
was.
going to go around and table and tell everybody where they can follow us. Y'all need to follow our group chat podcast. That's the group chat podcast with 3 T's on Instagram and on Facebook and on YouTube. Make sure y'all download our episodes and listen to us. We are coming live to y'all real soon. We're working on a live
3
group
T's.
chat.
Don't forget the
podcast.
3 T's, y'all.
Cannot.
3 Cheese group chat podcast with 3 T's.
3 T's.
And you can also follow me at Tawana Tells, TWANATELLS, on all platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. You know, follow your girl.
Yes, the group chat podcast, you guys. Make sure you follow the group chat podcast with 3 T's, okay? That's Tawana Tells. This is Who is Tila Monet? That's WHOISTLAHMONET. Okay? And we are toxic, transparent, and over the top. Yeah.
And Nicole, you want to tell them where they can follow you?
Yes, Nicole
Keep it going,
Sierra,
girl.
NICOLECIARA.
And it's Ashley on Instagram. Joy Bell, JOI Bell on Facebook. Follow
Okay,
me.
and I'm your fave nurse on Instagram, and you can follow me on Facebook at Jewel and Simone.
And Jewel and Simone is clearly the over the top one.
Listen, we are all transparent. Toxic. Well, wait a minute. I said it
Over
wrong.
the
Toxic,
top.
transparent, and a little over the top. But we are
Over the
authentic.
top.
We are real. This is
Yes.
our group chat. We talk about this all day
This is
in our group.
everything
This
we
is
talk about
everything
in
we
our group
talk
chat.
about in our group chat. If our group chat leaked, we actually just decided to leak it on our podcast.
And we
So,
leaking it.
We
We
leaking
are
everything.
leaking
We're
it.
talking about all of the toxic, the transparent, and
Over the top.
over the top. Although I'm not
Group
over
chat
the top.
podcast, 3 T's, y'all.
But make sure y'all
Toxic,
check us
transparent,
out.
and over the top.
And we will be back with another episode soon. And until then, we are out, y'all. Peace.